Already. I have Sarah's billboard, cap, or cap, pie, garter, space gets over there. X is here. Bombo is here. Cat's here. Fill this here. That's who I didn't have. Fill this. So we have 13. We need 3 more people. Yeah, that way we can have a 16-player tournament. I mean, relatively. We've had more. Oh yeah, you guys should have post the link in tournament announcements. Yeah, that it might. I might wait a bit to see if I can get more people to join. But otherwise, we're just gonna have a couple people skip, and that's probably gonna be the higher level people. The problem with that is that I don't know how to do this. No, I don't know how to. I don't know how to control who's gonna skip forward and who's not. I know that there's a website for it. I'm just using a random generator website, so I'm gonna see if I can play with this and see what happens. Otherwise, it's just gonna be random. Once the tournament starts, I think we should be fine. I should probably open Cosmoteer. That'd be a smart thing to do. Where is it on Steam? Where? That's not Cosmoteer. Yeah, that should be what it's called, hopefully. Oh, I've gotten a ping. Do you want to do that, Saris? If you do, go for it. I don't really care. Let him do it. That saves me so much. Why is it opening over there? It's Exicade. Pyrus, what are you doing?
I know I'm not really supposed to be in here, but I just want I just wanted just a second. I just wanted to say thank you to both of you guys for putting in the effort today. I'm pretty checked. I don't know about that. But you have my appreciation at least.
Uh, by the way, Sarah should probably post the bracket. Saris, you said that you were gonna do it. God damn it. God damn it. What's the password to the tournament once you're gonna open it? Well, you're gonna have to open it for me to be able to join. Did Slokin check in? He did, right? I don't think he did. Yeah, he didn't. This bastard.
I'll leave you guys to it, but thanks again.
All right, Pyrus, you better bring us some cookies later.
These cookies are all mine.
So, is Sarah's gonna open it, or is he gonna keep it closed the whole time? Yeah. So I need to be moved to observers. So who's first again? Caden Bible. All right, so we have 14 people now. Only 2 people are gonna skip. Well, by definition, ninjas can use magic. Yeah, it's called ninjutsu. It's a type of magic. Well, no, it just means I can use all types of magic. Yeah, ninjutsu is a specific branch of magic. I mean, it depends though, because a caster is different from a wizard, and it's different from a mage. It's also different from a witch in a lot of different ways. I- I'm talking as a general understanding because if we start talking specifics, it's going to get more complicated. Now, a magician is usually something that doesn't actually use magic but uses sleight of hand. Can going with D&D stuff can he's probably more on the witch side. Actually, no, he would be a warlock side. Witches is more healing stuff. You know, I had a nice flowchart about this all written down. I lost it. That's the point. Hmm. Iffy. Yeah, obviously. I break all the rules. It always happens. If you want to take my name literally, I'm technically an Aster since I put the C in my clan tag. Oh. Oh god. No, just there's no C technically since it's part of my clan tag. Um, Saris. So since this happened, don't you think you should call Forth and Haphazard and tell Exa and Bible to get out of here? I mean, all right. Alright. Need to call fourth and hazard and haphazard. Do you guys want me to do that, or are you guys gonna do it? Yeah. Yeah, we forgot the aim part. We just went ready straight to fire. So this time it's this. Oh god. This Space Cat game is gonna be very, very interesting. There we go. Did you get Carter? Oh, is Carter not in first match? He's not. No, Garter's in the second match. Wait, is that one guy Hap? Is it the same guy? Yeah. That saves a lot of trouble for all of us if we do that. You know, we're only starting like a couple minutes late. I think this is one of the earliest tournaments, to be honest. It's fine. That's only on Discord. Yeah, if you on the Cosmoteer, keep it normal because I know that people will get issues. I think Execute has a couple special characters. Oh, so are we starting with sea ships on or off? There we go. Oh no. These ships, why? A Claymore? I mean, to me, it kind of looked like a doormat, and then like the bottom one, I don't know what that is. Like maybe it's a stubby axe or something. I mean, yeah, kind of. I'm looking at it like an axe head that was like turned up. Well, this marks the beginning of this tournament. Hopefully, not that much chaos. Okay. So which ship are we looking at first? The airplane? This is a brick, yeah. What is it? What weapons does it have? It has. Oh no! Why would you do this? I mean, at least this claymore has some stuff. All right. So just gonna go into check-in real quick and mark that. There we go. So Oh, he has his prism set to rotate. That's not good. Also, this efficiency is non-existent. I mean, this Ion has no chance of winning. Look how far it is from reactors, and it's so inefficient. I do enjoy the fact that observers can look at the inside of ships now. I do enjoy that. Well, surprisingly, the Claymore is doing really well. I mean, yeah, it lost a reactor, but it's fine. It does more DPS. What? The Ions? I feel like I mean maybe. But I feel like both of these ships are severely underpowered. For what they cost, so much more stuff could have been done. I mean, no, the moment that one of those prisms gets shot, they're all gonna chain. Oh, yeah, there it is. Looks like it. Oh yeah, this is arena. It's fun. Yes. I mean, I can Discord stream. I know that Discord has that built in already. Oh wait, is that the core about to blow up? There it is. I think that ship's gone now. Is it? Yeah, that ship's gone. Oh, did he spawn the same ship in? I thought he would have gone for something different. It's slightly different. I mean, it's slightly different, but at the same time, it still has those inefficient prisms. Yeah, but that's gonna chain easier. Those first two prisms are gonna chain into each other. Oh, he might actually do some damage now. He's tapped. So Broly 2 is, out of these two ships, obviously the stronger one. It still doesn't do enough DPS for some reason. So according to Pyrius, people cannot hear you. Apparently you guys are inaudible on stream. Apparently, according to Pyrius. I mean, hearing my voice should be fine. I'll keep an eye on tournament chat and see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ivy's done solo tournaments before. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Luke, the goal is 3K. In a normal battle, that would have been reached by now, but since this is more of a battle of attrition, since neither ship does enough damage, it'll take a while. Yeah, Broly 2 has been split in half. I wonder if he's gonna respawn now, or is he's gonna try to draw this out and just win by time. It's a very close margin, though. I don't think he. Well, oh, he brought Broly 2 again? Let's see. They have 3 minutes. The point difference is 80-ish? Bit less? No, not 80, not 70. So Haphazard might go into first. And now he's ahead by a bit. I feel like if Broly 2 can just ram it from the back, he can win pretty quickly. Well, yeah, because the enemy ship doesn't have enough DPS to deal with him. He at least has a laser barrage that he can rely on. Yeah, but if he shoots around the shields, like there's two very empty lines that he could shoot right through. Man, if only one of them brought a rail ship, both ships would die to rails. So we're heading into the final stretch. We only have 2 minutes left. Does it? I don't like using the Discord pop-out because it always breaks. I'm just using 2 monitors to have everything open. Oh, there it goes. Maybe. Um, I feel like this match is basically over. I mean, the point margin is still relatively close at a give or take 400 point difference. Yeah, all Forf has to do is really finish destroying this ship, and he should have enough of a lead to hold on to it. Ceres, does the ring not shrink? You guys should probably change that. For this match, it doesn't really affect much since neither of them are kiting or orbiting, but it's gonna happen. Oh, there goes the point again. I mean, it's pretty evenly matched. Point difference is only about 800, maybe? I mean, at this point, there's 8 seconds left, and the gap's too big. So I think that this match is going to go to fourth. There we go. I'm going to check with the people watching stream and see if they can actually hear you, so I'll be right back.
Unmute that sucker. I bet we are in and running now. Welcome everyone after the first battle. Apparently didn't have all the settings on the OBS properly set up, but it's there now. Bake cake.
have returned.
Well done. You managed to
All
find
right.
yourself right back where you
So
were.
the next match is Lamar's and Twitch Cat. I'll go put that in announcements while you guys are here.
Wonderful. What are we doing on Discord?
Not now, man. You're not going now.
I'm still not on.
So it's those two guys.
Still not working. How about that?
So according to Pyrus, you are hearable now.
Oh, okay. That was a setting that was needing to be toggled. I just didn't.
What
toggle
setting did you guys break?
The one that had the microphone muted.
Ah, I see.
It's an
That's
important
an
setting.
important one.
Always want to keep your eye on that.
So I've pinged Lamar's and Twitch Cat.
Yeah, okay. I'm hearing myself on the official stream. You pinged them. Are they coming in? Are they waiting?
I mean, I know
Someone's
Twitch
nervous,
Cat's in
puking
lobby.
around the back alley.
You look at the lobby chat. You can see that Twitch Cat's there. But
Twitch
I
Cat is
don't.
in the
Oh,
lobby.
there he is. Now we just need Lamar's to show up, or it's just gonna be an automatic victory for Twitch Cat.
Very low volume on my audio. Okay, head over there. Tweak that up. Just yet no, the other way. We want a lot more gain. Nope, master volume. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We want it more than the game audio. Okay, everyone, your speakers might blow. Good luck. You of course wouldn't be able to tell one way or the other. Twitch Cat and Lumards.
Lamar's isn't here yet, so I'm gonna say if he's not here by when it hits the 30-minute mark, he's just gonna get disqualified.
No.
So he has a good.
Makes sense though.
To show up.
30 minutes mark. Where are you looking at the time?
Right now it's 2:27, or for you guys I'm guessing 11:27.
11:27. Okay, you're East Coaster, huh?
Yeah, your guys are Westies.
Yeah, we're over in the Evergreen State, Washington.
Oh.
It's a nice and balmy 35 degrees outside, but no snow. So
you guys are so much farther.
yeah, audio's working a whole lot better. Lumarge, your Jeopardy music is playing.
Lamar just wrote in chat that he is ready.
I have some troubles with my ships, but I'm ready. Okay. Password is Caster, Caster. Get your rear end in there and prepare to bleed for our entertainment.
I don't think bleed is the right word.
Hemorrhage metallic objects off of your rear flank.
I think disintegrate's a better word.
No, you can't use disintegrate because the matter is melted or broken and it kind of floats away.
Well, no. Have you ever seen what happens when something goes outside the ROD?
Yes. Now that would count as disintegrate, but that's not what's happening here. We're pummeling ourselves.
Well, yeah, it's not happening because you guys turned off that setting.
Oh yeah, put the red ring of death on. Squeeze the life out of them. There you go.
Oh yeah, there is definitely white noise. It's just very. You guys might want to try just unplugging your mic and putting it back in, and that might fix it. Might not. Don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take the gain down just a little bit.
All right, so Lamar has a minute left until he's disqualified.
Get in there, Lou.
Was the white noise fixed, guys? Like, I can't. My mic settings are weird, so I have to get rid of white noise, anyways.
Yeah, it's not doing too bad right now, but I can definitely tell the audio's got some white noise in the background. So let's see if the output can be increased to take away that. So.
What kind of mic are you guys using?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to pull the headset off and start looking at it. So.
I mean, is it like a full-on mic, like,
Yeah.
or is it like a headset?
Yeah, it's both. Yeah, I've got the headphones, and then microphone was independent component.
Yeah, so it's a headset. When I say like a full-on mic,
Oh,
I
I
mean the
know.
ones that you just plug in and
Yeah.
that they're on their own thing.
And if you got a good quality one, it takes away all the super annoying parts of the English language, like P's and B's that tend to pulse a little bit more in the hissing. No, this is definitely high quality. I did not sleep well that night after I'd purchased it.
Using like, I'm using a one-ear headset, and it was like $20, but this thing's great.
Yeah.
So I think time is up, unless he joins, because it is the 30 mark.
Un souci de mot de passe.
I don't speak French. I can't read that.
Well, Google Translate's in there somewhere.
Design such the mot de passe.
Well, it's probably something about the
And
password.
I feel like I read that in the Italian accent rather than the French one. Well, anyways, I guess we're gonna disqualify him.
I have a password
Oh, no,
problem.
there he is.
There we go.
There he is.
Look at that. Leave it to the
Is
French
that
to make
what
a
he was
dramatic
asking?
entrance.
So that's what he was asking. Thank God we have Redstone who speaks French. Hopefully.
Oh, I would not want to know how bad I butchered that pronunciation.
I mean, I actually tried saying it out loud, so. Hey, if it was Italian, I would have had it.
If it was Spanish, I would have been all over it.
Spanish is easy, though. Everyone knows
Tengo un
Spanish.
problema con la palabra.
Oh, God, please stop. My God, that sounded so,
I am bilingual. I'm fluent in Spanish.
Yeah, your pronunciation isn't bad. It's just that you used an accent that was terrible.
Oh, is
Anyways,
that it, huh?
Let's look at this big ship that Lamar's brought in at the last minute.
Looks like a wave. Nice claw formation there on the side for the flat cannon. I always wondered about those kinds of configurations because really you only have the ability to present one good strong side. The other side can support, but you always have to keep that thing pointed at face on directly at the enemy.
I'm very curious towards this Cybertron ship because this is borderline illegal because it is a rework of Constellation.
Rework of Constellation's ship. So we've got a cheap imitation, huh?
I mean, it's not even an imitation. It is Constellation, just with giant armor blocks and a couple other things added on.
Okay. So we're going to put Twitch Cat in the doghouse for copying a ship that he probably did not quite follow the tournament rules on developing. But I don't know that
For
it even
now,
matters.
we'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
But hopefully in the future, he knows not to do this.
Well, you might need to throw that at him in Italian or French.
I mean, he could, but it's not a good idea to use built-ins unless you're bringing in something like Sagina Ray. Like, it's not a good idea. They're not good.
One would believe that. Did we already get the points value up so high? Oh, he left the game.
Did he disconnect or did he leave?
Well, it says he left the game. So we'll see. Maybe he'll put a post on there, and we can see if he forfeited or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna ping him and ask him. And I feel like Polar Bear is trying to say something, but he's been talking for so long. Get out of here, Crom.
Why does Caster sound like he's talking through a sewer pipe? Uh-oh. We're
Wow.
throwing shade on your microphone, huh?
Wow, man.
That was beautiful. I guess Polar Bear's Team Apaguchi.
See, Red gets me. Red understands
Oh,
me.
okay. So maybe the white noise is coming from you.
Yeah, no, my white noise is programmed out. I used some nice coding to get rid of it.
Oh.
I mean, TwitchCat's writing. Let's see what he writes. Oh, now he stopped writing. Hopefully he writes something. In an upset victory, coming in at the last minute.
And Piraeus says he doesn't see why a built-in would be disqualified. And I'm inclined to think or say that as far as the ship quality went, it died, and so the quality kind of speaks for itself, which is what I think, Caster was saying.
The main reason I say they're illegal is because they're not good.
Yeah.
They're not. I said borderline illegal. I never said it was actually illegal, but they're just not good.
Okay. So you're saying the quality speaks for itself. You can use
Yeah,
built-in, and good luck to you, because you probably won't get far in
like
the
if you
tournament.
can win with a built-in, I will hail. I'll tell you all day if you can do that.
No, one would
But
agree.
like, there's a limit. Like player built ones are at least somewhat good. But like, ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that TwitchCat forfeits because he's not talking, responding.
That is a heck of a win from behind, showing up right as the bell goes off to say you're still playing, and then have the other guy lose. That is quite a feat. So we're updating the bracket now. Lumarge gets the win. And then the next two up are, I didn't see on the bracket, I was busy thinking just past, Luke Space Cat and Vilda.
Oh, this match.
Sarah says that these are the two highest, best contenders for actually winning this thing. So,
I mean,
a bit of praise from there.
I mean, you can't be that mean.
Remix is okay, but a pure built-in. Oh, and that's Luke. That's not the other guy. I guess the chat and commenting is coming in on the Discord tournament chat rather than the... Oh, and there they are.
Alright.
I'd beat you with a mosquito. Well, if you had the right kind. That's kind of surprising. I wonder how the chat is for the stream.
This goes better. Who's in this tournament? Let's see. Yeah, Luke and Build are good favorites for victory. Pyrus is here. Sloking's here. Execate's here. Redstone's here. Saris is here too, so I mean these matches are bound to be good.
Lots of footwork, you guys. Stay light, stay loose. Don't engage unless you know it's the killer uppercut. I love boxing metaphors.
Stop. If you say that, they're just going to dance.
Well, it's a technical victory if you're 1 point ahead and you run the clock out. That's football. Hey, what part of East Coast are you on? Are you kind of more on the Patriots side? Or are you heading down a little bit more towards Panthers? Or what about the Buffalo Bills? They're doing pretty good.
You see, sports are not my thing.
Oh, but you know which football team's closest.
Soccer. Like, unless it's, like, good football, I don't watch, like, other stuff either. I watch, like, football, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, no. This match is gonna be so close now.
Looks like we got another airplane model from Luke Space Cat and a rotating ring of death from Vilda.
Yeah, so it's a mobile spinner fort and an ion core. Yes, yeah, it's nice. This match is gonna be difficult.
50 cents and 25 cents left on the meters. You guys really dialed it up. Good job on that. I do know I've observed Saris once or twice building his ships, and he'll throw a random piece of scrap metal somewhere just to get that price tag perfect. So good for
This
breaking
ship
the mold.
really reminds me of Nuck. It really does look like it. Oh, and it has overthrust. Why would you do
Looks like we
that?
got rails coming in on the left ship by Athena from Space Cat.
Oh, it's not a core? Oh, it's rails.
And then the
Oh, I'm
spinner.
sorry,
Okay.
Luke.
These are two ships pretty well defined to battle each other. That spinner is
Yeah.
going to be absorbing a lot of damage, and if it's mobile enough, it can outmaneuver. But I don't think so, because I've seen spinners. They're more than a little bit difficult to navigate.
Well, especially this type of spinner,
Yeah,
because it's using overthrust.
I see that center piece trying to push in a certain direction, but it doesn't do a whole lot. And it looks like that thing's flinging nukes.
Yeah, most spinners are nuke spinners. There are rail spinners, but they don't work as well.
Gonna have to get a lot closer to make it hit.
I feel like Luke has a good chance at winning. The one thing about his ship that is his overall shape, because Vilda can't really get him unless he gets him head on, and even then, Luke has enough flak to deal with those nukes.
Yeah. It's a little bit hard on the maneuvering side. You're never going to get around him behind him. So you're going to have to just throw those nukes however you can. And unfortunately, Space Cat's ship is so maneuverable that it will be able to present its strongest side to those nukes. And already getting the
Yeah,
rail
spinners
shots in.
have gotten much weaker since the patch the boost thrusters. So I don't think they're as strong as people make them out to be anymore.
I will say that the different updates that Walt provides to this game does end up having new metas emerge every update version as people are finding what the new strongest weapon system and delivery system
Will
is.
those nukes get by? They will not. They're getting close. Hey, one of them hit.
There you go. Just push him outside the ring.
That is a valid strategy.
Let the disintegration take over.
So the spinner will have advantage in the later part of the game.
Yeah, it'll be able to absorb more damage head on as it stays in the center. Which it looks
Yeah,
like
as the
Vilda is
ring
actually
shrinks.
in the lead with fewer negative points. I love the war of attrition. Your ship sucked less than the other guys. That's why we're giving you this victory.
I do like the way the shields are done on the spinner. I do enjoy it.
It certainly does have a good defensive capability. And
Yeah,
the
because
nukes,
he's
I saw a
using-
couple, 2, 3, 4 of them blew up.
Yeah, because he's using the medium reactors, he does have a
Your mic's cutting in and out, buddy.
Oh, that's great. Damn it, I guess the pipe isn't working anymore.
Oh, I hate it when I'm boasting about my equipment and it goes sour.
I know, right? I guess I should have thought about it. I should have said like $10 instead of 20. Maybe it would have worked better.
That's like the cardinal rule of broadcasting. Never announce how good your equipment is, because you know that's when it's going to break down. Or...
That's what it's going to choose. That's the day that maintenance needs to be done.
I'm still a little chagrined and mortified and upset and offended that you said my Spanish accent's bad. Buddy, I spent,
never said your
2
Spanish
years in South
accent.
America, man. I know my Spanish.
Good job. That's more than I've spent in South America.
That accent is terrible. Yeah, well, thanks. I got some pig Latin too for you, buddy. Let's hear that.
I'll go for it.
No, while this stream is not for kids, at least as I marked it, I still don't feel like it's necessarily the smartest thing to be broadcasting cuss words online. We want to entice people.
You could use true pig Latin.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, akfe uye, but no, we don't use that kind of upset language, and we don't offend our viewers with our pig Latin intimate knowledge of cuss words. But that's the most important part of learning any language anyway, is figuring out what the cuss words are.
Oh, wow, that shot went right through and almost made it to the overserve. Oh, no, it did make it to there. It just didn't die from it.
Did it break in all the way? Oh, yeah, because he's
Yeah,
missing some thrusters on the left side of that center ring.
Yeah.
Back
There's
to
a
the
little
action.
corner. It barely missed the reactor. If it hit that reactor, it would have been game over.
Let's see. It looks like Vilda actually has more points on the damage.
Somehow.
Which,
Somehow.
if I'm Vilda... Ooh, that one was a good, strong direct hit. And the score's changed. You better get him
Score has
outside
changed
that
very
ring.
much.
Does he still have any
Oh.
nukes left to throw? Looks like... Oh, that's a good hit. Yeah,
I mean, that is a good tactic.
We're going to let the red ring do the work. And it's having some success.
Part of Vilda's ring just collapsed in on itself. That's not good.
Oh, so now it's going to be spinning in circles all the way through. It has limited control maneuverability. If it can stay inside the ring, it could still possibly pull this off.
I don't think it can maneuver anymore. I think that little piece that broke off jammed it.
Yeah,
and I don't think it's
the
gonna
center
spin
ring
anymore.
is spinning with the outer ring.
Yeah, because it's that little piece right there that broke off that thruster module.
If it can get back inside the ring, but it's using collateral support.
And
Oh,
I think that's the end of that ship.
Thrust from Athena. Now it's whoever can maneuver better. Get inside before your engines blow up. Disintegration is ongoing. But still a good battle. Using your strengths to the best of your abilities. Taking advantage of the environment as it was presenting during the contest. Did we see any rails get blown
Looks
up?
like the center of that ring is dead.
Nope. Okay. We have no thrust at all. Too many fires.
Oh, there's another ship.
Oh,
What is?
and we're
oh,
coming in from behind.
This
Beaming
is
in.
a big miscarriage.
Innuendo. Very apropos. Excellent title.
I approve. I do like the overall meshing it has.
Good coloring. Yes. Suddenly I'm seeing that red ring and thinking, oh, I saw this in biology class. I know exactly what's going to happen with that wiggler outside that ring. Usually the action happens a little bit faster. We're about to witness the miracle of life.
Yeah, the amount of flak Luke has can actually protect him pretty well.
It is loaded to the gills. Those
Now,
rail
how is he
shots
gonna
aren't going to
get
do a
through
whole
this?
lot against all that armor in front, so that was a good decision as a counter-response strategy. I will bet Luke Cat, I can't remember. Yeah, Luke Space Cat's going to have to
And Luke's out of the ring.
modify his game strategy. He does not have the right kind of equipment to deal with the innuendo. The only question now is whether or not Vilda can get enough points on this quickly disintegrating ship.
In retrospect, Luke could respawn at something that is pure flak and deal with this.
I think that's unless the points work out for him, that's about the only strategy he has as a response here.
He's taken too much ring damage at this point. His ship's gonna melt.
The points, oh,
See?
yep, Vilda got higher, so Luke is definitely going to have to go and get something new.
Yeah, Luke has a minute and a half.
Clock is ticking,
get
buddy.
1,000
Spawn in something epic.
Come on, Luke, you can do it. Let's see what he spawned.
There
in.
we go. A pure
Ooh,
wall
traps.
damage. That is slowly, already
Are these
decaying.
traps or are these flankers? I can't tell.
Overdrive. You better get in that ring. Oh, yeah, the innuendo has limited time to spin. Will it spin in time? Looks like it.
It's
We're
fine.
bringing this all the way
Tough
down
for
to
us
the
to turn
watch.
around.
1 minute. Pound some damage in each other. You know, the lag isn't too bad either. These battles seem to be going pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like it's because the game's been optimized since the last time we played.
Okay. Couldn't possibly be my computer's processing capabilities. I was
That could
feeling
be.
like I should start boasting about my gear just to see if it would, too would break down.
Go for it.
I actually don't know what my gear is.
Oh, the innuendo's been split in half. That's a
Ooh.
shame.
So where's the score? We are looking at Vilda still got more points, 500 points extra. We have about
There's
30, half a
30
minute
seconds
left.
left on the clock.
Going to come down to the wire, but the Vilda can't defend itself, so that ship's going to go. Oh, and Luke's already ahead. You better. Time to teleport in. Warp in.
It's
I
time to
can't
spawn in with just a small ship that can destroy this. Or maybe a swarm. That
get
might.
something in there. I think Vilda's going to let it go. That was a good battle. It was good strategy, good response ideas. Those fast walls. Saris likes to crow that he's the guy that revolutionized those, but I don't know. I don't know if Saris has anything as good as Space Cat's wall. Oh, throwing the shade back. Excellent battle, both of you.
Yes, this one was the most exciting battle so far.
You guys had good strategy, good ships. I think the Red Ring of Death had a significant aspect in
Well, yes, the red ring is
flavoring.
supposed to be. So, who's next?
Oh, Saris is still throwing shade. Someone's a little grouchy about being denigrated on his ship making.
So Luke won that one, right?
Luke had the victory on there. So the next match is between The Bomb and Slowbro.
Alright. I think Bomb's name should be findable, just with that. It is. There we go. Nice looking's already here.
Hey, click over to the live stream real quick. Okay, thank you. 14 concurrent viewers. We are getting almost as big as a classroom. We're not there yet, but boy, if we just keep this up, I figure it'll take about 5-10 years and might get up to 100 people watching.
One day.
Living the dream. Being nerds on a YouTube stream. Getting sponsorship.
Oh, it appears they're both ready.
We are ready to go. Except the bomb says he is not ready yet on the official.
Will he pull out a 400 credit ship? Yeah, we're good to start. Oh, come on, Slow King.
Lagging it up. We've got a few milliseconds delay.
So
Internet is so
Slow,
different
do you
these
plan on
days.
readying up?
I remember back in the late 90s, the StarCraft battles, and lag was so important. It was so difficult to even try and improve upon, as everyone only had their dial-in modems. 56K baud rate.
Oof.
Your milliseconds were, or your delay and lag was measured in seconds rather than milliseconds. Okay.
So, which ship are we looking at first?
Looks like we're doing the one on the right, which looks like some kind of ray, I'm going to say. Yeah. There's rays out in the
It
ocean,
doesn't
looks
really
like
have
that.
a name, so we have to give it one.
He has a 1.5 second lag. Well, yeah, I mean, he is slow. That's his name. Although the lag indicator on the top left shows that we're just about right.
It's fine. Like 256 milliseconds as compared to a good 150 is fine.
Yeah.
It's only a difference of a couple hundred.
And yeah, we don't have a 1 second lag until it's
Oh,
1,000
that's a
milliseconds.
shame. Look at the first tourney ship on the right. 2 of the prisms don't make it out of. They shoot the shields.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, right there by the centerpiece. Well, maybe that.
That's a
Oh,
shame.
look now they are. Yeah, the top one's actually aiming. Okay, so it looks like he's got some kind of fan formation going on. But yeah, you got to aim that very, very, very precisely. And
See,
now they're hitting
slow
again.
ship is very effective.
Yeah, it's
This
burning
thing
through
does
the
so much
laser.
damage. So I think it's going to be a battle to see whose ions blow up first.
And backing up out of the ring on the tournament ship.
What
Oh,
is this
and
one
there it
called?
went.
What is this one called? Terius?
Terrius.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, Dedius? That I couldn't tell you. If you want good English
Slow.
pronunciations, you got to follow some rules a little bit better. As it
I
is,
mean,
Saris or Saris or yeah, he's still salty about his name. So,
if you
Terrius,
look at Terius or whatever it's supposed to be called, it seems like it's missing a door. Uh,
Terrius is missing a
where
door. Zoom in
Yeah,
on that.
look where the thrust module is, where it
Okay.
connects the thrust modules to the missile modules. It seems that there's a door missing
Where it
there.
connects thrust to missile modules, it seems like there's a door missing. So is it not able to? Well, he's launching missiles.
Well, no, the crew are getting by, but they're
Yeah.
being slowed down by the conveyors.
Oh, okay. Slow down in. There you go. Looks like you might need to do some revisions to your ship between.
Other
battles.
than that, this ship is beautiful. Also, is there any particular reason why the first Tourney ship isn't completely firing?
I do not have that information. Oh, it looks like. Oh, and it's already out again. So maybe it wasn't getting enough energy.
No, it was getting full energy. They just weren't firing. I guess he didn't.
I am going to say that your first tournament ship is an excellent entry into the tournament. Unfortunately, it is a first
I think that
effort, and
if
it
he
does need work.
brings any kind of fire starting ship, so like cannons or missiles, he can destroy the Tyrius because it does not have fire extinguishers.
Oh, okay. Bring in the fire. That's what they're saying. Cause fires,
What is this
make it to
ship?
burn.
Oh, Steve's multiplayer M5. I like this ship. Wonder if this will actually get anything done though.
One would think that with a name like The Bomb, he's got something to really go out with a bang. And that'll be the first among many terrible puns regarding your names.
Ah, yes. This is a bona fide kite.
It does have some good maneuverability.
The problem with kiting is that the ring is right behind you,
Yep.
especially since it's a small ring.
He does not have much room to maneuver at this point, so he will have to bring in the hurt quite rapidly. And I would imagine that there's not a whole lot of time left to really turn the score around.
There's 6 minutes left.
Oh, that ring is closing in real quick, though.
Well, the ring already starts off small, but on top of that, Slow has a lot of flak. He has 4 flaks. I'm pretty sure if Slow just stops moving, Bomb will just disintegrate off in no man's land.
Yeah. If the time is as long as it is, then that ring is going to be completely gone before either of them can
Well,
actually
no,
get back.
the ring, since the ring starts off small already, the percent that goes down every second isn't actually that much.
Mm-hmm.
So it just takes a while.
Yeah. Starting to see the degradation take place.
Oh, it seems like the flak are getting drilled through very slowly. Is it because he doesn't have enough crew? It is because he doesn't have enough crew. Oh, hey, Slow. You know that one crew quarters you have connected to your flak modules? They don't have a door. You see, that's a shame because that's a whole 6 crew that could operate your flak that just don't exist.
That's the crew assignment of the lifetime, though. We'd love to do the work, but there's no door. Guess we'll just have to
Guess you just have
do
to go
whatever
down
we're
with the ship.
doing. I got a book I got to read.
Sloking's about to win. He's at 2.4 when he
Yeah.
needs 3K. Also, they are very far from the ring.
That's why I thought that the match was almost over, is because the clock is there's still quite a bit of time on the clock, but that ring is contracting.
I think it's more because of the fact that the ships were dying so quickly
Mm-hmm.
that he just racked up the points.
Oh, it
Oh,
looks
but
like
he
the
lost
bomb
his
just
prisms.
lost. So now,
Oh, the bomb actually got a kill.
well, and so did Slow. Slow really took down the bomb ship. So that's 2 for Slow with the same ship, and it looks like the disintegration took out the rest of it.
Yeah, it also seems like it's either taking out his PC or his connection because he is struggling. All right, so it's the same ship. It's Steve's multiplayer ship again against. Oh, what is
Slow
this?
brought in a big old wall machine.
Oh, this is the one-sided missile arbiters. Yes.
Maneuverability does seem to be a problem with that much armor. Your disintegration's going to be
Well, yeah.
okay.
These
That
ships aren't exactly made to be fast. They're just made
no,
to be strong.
they are the iron tank with pummeling capability.
Regardless of that, the point difference is actually shrunk by a considerable amount.
Yeah,
It's
like
gone from
25.
about Yeah, it's gone from about a 500 till slow wins to a couple thousand.
Oh, it looks like the ring is actually expanding.
Is it? No, it's shrinking.
Yeah, no, just the way that the ships are moving. Oh, thank you, Saris. But if you're watching that top missile barge thing, it almost looks like that ring is going outwards for how it's moving.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because it's moving just faster. It's just slightly faster.
Yeah.
So it seems that this match will go to Slow King. There are 3 minutes left, but Bomb is not doing enough damage to get that many points.
He's gonna have to get some penetration with those missiles.
He's gonna just have to aim for the left side.
Well, there's the ring coming in.
And Bomb is about to go outside the ring. And he is outside the ring.
I do believe Slow made the proper decision in getting the armor in a situation where he knew maneuverability would be limited. You got to take some abuse at this point of the match.
It seems like there's enough PD to hold back all those missiles, but looking at the ratios, it's going to run out of power quite quickly.
Well, I'm showing the marker indicators on there already.
Oh yeah, did you notice the paint on Balcor?
Puke green?
It's green with pink A's and blue M's. It's great. It's bringing eye cancer to a new level.
Broadcasting your own initials. Bold and brave. Nope, looks like the kite machine has taken a lot more damage again.
Yeah.
You have some good entrants, Mr. The Bomb. Especially if this is your first tournament. I do remember
There should be a couple of people who this is their first tournament, and from the names.
Old veterans, these guys.
Oh, he respawned with... Oh, what is this? This is new.
Ooh, the turtle.
It is a rail ship.
I'm going to guess that it's not super maneuverable, and you better get moving pretty quick before degradation DK takes you out.
Regarding the new blood for this tournament, I feel like it's half veterans and half new, which is an actually outstanding ratio.
Indeed. Get that word of mouth going and get people playing this game.
So I wonder, will this rail ship have enough damage to get through that shell?
I don't know if it's even got enough maneuverability to survive the DK. It looks like it's going sideways pretty quick. If this is your first entry into a tournament, Bomb, everything beats you.
Oh, there's the first
Did
volley of
manage
rails.
to get some out.
Yeah.
hits. Good
Wasn't
hits.
wasn't the point cap 3,000? Why is Slowking not? Why is he not won yet?
We'll have to look at those settings. Apparently, the 3,000 cap is not in effect for this tournament battle.
We're gonna have to fix that. Oh, some of the shots got through the shell. So there's 20 seconds left. You think he can get 4K points in 20 seconds?
He's really going to have to get some pinpoint precision on those rails. I don't know.
Sarah, just put the point cap to 3K next time.
Oof.
Oh yeah,
Might
he's
pull
gonna.
back. Oh
win.
no, it's
He's
over
three.
now.
It was an interesting fight.
I do like seeing people with their adaptive responses to the circumstances, bringing in different ships that you think are going to beat the first one.
Why is the goal point 3,500? It should be just be at least 3,000. All right. Victory.
Okay. Put that fight thing in there. Yeah, update the bracket. Slowbro takes the victory.
Who's the next matchup?
It will be Exicade, finally, and Captain Redstone. Your numbers
Fun match.
up. Okay.
Redstone's already here with his upside down name.
I am unable to see that. Yes. We want 2,500, he said. Or 3,000. Good question. Just change it to 3,000. We'll see how it goes.
If we have to keep going lower, we'll just make it be lower. But it should be at least 3. It shouldn't be any higher than 3.
Okay. Exicade and Redstone. Are we up and running? Okay. Someone's been playing with the ASCII settings. Good job on the upside down name. You're really showing off your computer foo. Back in my day, we only had 126 characters, and we liked them. We didn't have any good graphics.
Where is Exicade? I
He is
don't
taping.
see him.
He says he's on his way.
All right,
Unless
that's
OMW
good.
means something else, like only munching Wednesdays.
Wheat.
I'm orbiting my woman. Omitting many weekends. Go with the stated rules. Yep, 3,000. We're going to leave it at 3,000. And I'll be honest, if you're upset that the points is not at the right one, even though someone else is dominating, really, all you've lost is time. So just kick back, go get a drink, visit the bathroom.
Realistically, tournament rules change on the fly, and that's always.
Indeed, you want to make it fun for everyone. Obviously, with as many players as we have, we gotta hurry this thing along. People start to get bored and tired, etc. Which is that's the way it goes.
Exicade, I hope you enjoy fighting this ship. This is the armored variant of your crusading range. I think that's what.
Armored variant of... Oh, you're in crusading range. Was that a Ceres original?
It was a
At least it's
collab
not
original.
kiting.
I don't
Okay.
know.
I think it's a collab. Yep.
Anyways, Exicade, just pick a ship, man.
Go for it, bro.
I
you're gonna
see. So
lose,
you guys
lose with
went for
style.
sword and spear. Or, what is it, shield and spear? Shield and spear, there it is. So Ceres made the spear while Redstone made the shield. I mean, if you use both of them at the same time, it should be pretty good.
Get your ship and get going. You already got the flashy name. Well, you know what? I got to give Redstone props too. Okay, we look the creep strife. Looks like some kind of nasty alien machine.
Maybe it's nasty enough to dig through all that armor.
Well, it's one of them chomper ones that attacks from 2 different sides, but
Well, I'm gonna go look at
encapsulated.
that ship since it's more visually interesting than the armor brick.
Mm-hmm. Like an
Oh, and it has
insect's
some
pincers.
ions. This reminds me heavily of Jody. It's just like a wider one.
Indeed, yep. Okay, and then, yeah, we just got the nice little shield configuration of the crusading range, not kiting. Pretty heavy mass is what Saris is indicating. So you don't get a whole lot of maneuverability, but that's its purpose, was
Wow.
to get close and
It's
then
at
die.
a massive 4,000 tons. That is a heavy ship.
I could still bite your legs off.
What happens if... Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Half these missiles aren't going to make it out if he's rotating.
One of the very challenging components of those ships. I even actually commented on that to Saris, telling him that his missile bays were too long and that he couldn't actually get them out.
Did you guys change your audio again?
Nope. Not that that changed anything. If there's problems, there are problems. But no, the settings haven't been adjusted.
Well, now that you're talking, it's fine.
I gotta keep talking?
Well,
I
no,
didn't sign up for a broadcast to talk all the way through it. What am I doing here?
How much flak does this have? This biter has 2 flak on each side. I mean...
It's got quite the maneuverability, too. That missile silo barge thing is not going to be getting enough shots out. They keep impacting the side. One would have thought that you'd be running skirmishes before the tournament and would be able to see that, but I don't know. Some of these people are... what the heck is Sarah's typing? Don't make it weird, man. Oh, okay. In your skirmishes beforehand, did you have fast ships that were flying around you that you noticed that? I can't imagine that if you were running skirmishes on that, you wouldn't have noticed or modified that. But, you know, I've entered tournaments and forgot to tie my shoes, so...
I feel like this ship has that, though, as a necessary drawback in order to increase defense.
Indeed, yeah. You got to make the trade-off at some point. I would say that if you could flip it around and have the missile base pointing at the ship, then you're in a better situation. But honestly...
You're in a better situation and a worse one at the same time.
Yeah, he's more vulnerable with the setup as it is.
I mean, they get out some of the time.
The ones on the left side of the 3 missile bays are not impacting the walls.
Yeah, I guess that they have just the right distance.
That is your 1 and 3. Let's see. Yeah, I keep seeing the middle launches keep hitting the sides. So you're at 33% damage capacity with that design currently.
Only currently, though. You can make it better. Just lose some of that armor. Use the light armor variant.
You're gonna have to go crazy wild quick, but well, let's see. You still got to win this battle before it'll even matter. So,
well, considering what's been going on, the points aren't that high.
Oh yeah,
47 against 17, so it's only a 40-point difference.
I'd say with your mass, you could definitely push that Chomper Jody outside the ring, but
we're just gonna start referring to it as Jody. That's great.
When's the last time you played with your Jody ship? I haven't watched you do that for months or months. Jody fell out of the meta and is no longer at all viable. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Your gal got ugly. You gotta drop her.
Your prettiest ship, no. Just bring out Sol and Luna. Those ships are strong.
wind's gone.
Oh, the armor's been dug through. The missile barge has lost one of its missile modules.
And the other ones are just not even really getting out. So, yeah, that missile barge just, if you made last minute modifications, that's where
I'm
QA
pretty
comes in
sure
before you publish it.
at this should be time to respawn this missile barge. The
Cut
point
your
gap is
loss.
slowly growing, but it's still small enough to the point where you can swap ships without it being too much of an issue.
That's his only hope. That there's no way he's going to be able to win with what he's got left and with the
There we
obvious
go,
lack
and he
of-
respawned.
Yep, respawned, okay. So now Execate is going to have to let it go and get back inside the ring, or else his ship will be.
Oh,
done.
let's see. Oh, he brought that.
Okay,
That is a true kiter.
Oh, a very nice maneuverable machine.
That
better
ship
hope nothing
shouldn't
gets
work
around
as
it.
well now that they changed how boost works.
Modifications to boost were performed by Walt because what was happening? Someone was getting too good with a certain meta.
Yeah, the overthrust meta was too strong. Either way, it got replaced,
Okay.
and then instead of killing orbiters, changed most kiters, and it killed spinners.
That's so frustrating, which is, I'm sure, where Walt gets appreciation for watching other people play these things. What he gets to do his market research and his beta testing to find out which boosts, which nerfs, which everything has on the tournament. You can't have anything be too overpowered, or else that's all anybody uses, and all of your assets between cannons and ions and everything else, and everybody's using
I mean,
rails.
Walt is online. He could join us if he feels like it, if he's
Mhm.
watching. Oh, and that ship's gone now.
It's got, let's see, it's still moving rails, shooting. Yeah, I think
I mean,
those ions are going to burn
it just
through.
it only has enough boost to last a couple seconds.
So that ship does have nerfing
Oh wow,
problems now.
Execate just blew up very heavily. Why
On
is that
fire.
happening? Oh, he took so much damage from the ring. That's actually an insane amount of damage.
So
With
Execate
that,
is
they're
still
closer.
above. Redstone is needing to get back in the ring and apply more damage. So far, Execate's still winning. How much time's left?
3 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, what did he spawn in now? What is this?
New rail ship.
It's
lots
a
of
rail
armor.
fan. This ship has a ton of armor too. Oof.
Get in the ring! Get in the ring! Chonk. Good quality name for that. One of my favorite subreddits. Looking at chonker cats. Unfortunate. People shouldn't overfeed their cats. But they make for funny pictures.
You see, the problem with Potato 137 is that it can't fight other rails.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't have the defense. It's got maneuverability, but all it's going to take is 2 or 3 blasts from competitors. But that's the thing. If you're fast and maneuverable, you do the one shot, one kill, and then yeah, Redstone picked in the. Not Redstone. Execate pulled in the defended ship. So yeah, inside the ring, you want to control the ring.
Fourth number's match is going to be the first match of the next round, right?
In the next tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the
So there's
quarterfinals.
this match that's currently happening. Then there's you guys versus Bible Tech, and then there's his. Because he's
okay.
requesting that his match be delayed since he has to go do something.
Oh, which person was it again?
Fourth number. He's the
Fourth
one that won
number,
the first
okay.
match.
We can probably switch it out. So if he's quick, we can delay it to the end if we need.
Are you guys updating the bracket?
Yes, the bracket is getting updated.
Your
If
page
it's
is
showing
not
or
changing.
not is a different question, but
Yeah, it's not showing for me, but I guess you guys can see it, so it should be fine.
I do love that maneuverability. Oh, both rails have been eroded now. So Redstone ship is done.
It's very done.
And
So what's the point gap right now? The point gap is 1,000 points, give or take.
significantly 1180.
There's a minute left, and red has to figure out how to make 1,000 points, while execute has to figure out how to keep 1,000 points. Oh, he's
Swarm.
bringing a swarm out.
That's going to be quite the feat to accomplish when the ring is already closed in so far.
Yeah. While red is one of the best swarm pilots that we currently have with us, I don't think he can do it.
Shout out to Swarm Pilots.
Shout out to them.
You are in the top tier of Swarm Pilots, according to Caster. So represent your people with pride. I want you to tell everybody, whether it's at college or work or high school, that you are the top among everyone. I think you should get a badge and put it on
putting
your
them all
shirt.
in straight lines like that is not a good idea.
Does manage to let the rails have some pretty easy shots at them.
Continuing on with that, the ring damage isn't helping either of you.
No. The smaller your ships are, the easier they are to erode.
I think that's going to be game. There's 5 seconds left.
Well, you can fly your ships away in sad formation, but you still get to hold your head up high. Good
He
job,
still holds his
Exocade.
pride with that capped GG.
Okay, so Ceres is updating the roster on the Challenge website. Do you have the link for it? Have you posted that link?
Yeah, he posted it a couple times.
Okay. There it
What's
is.
the
Okay.
next match?
The next match is... Switch over to the bracket. Next match is between Ceres himself and Bible Tech 55. I'm interested to see what kind of technology comes from a Bible in a game about battling to the bitter end, 2 ships in space. What did the Bible say about that?
Good luck, guys.
Well, we get to watch Ceres pick his ship almost in real time. It's given a real advantage there for you, Bible Tech. You could have seen what he was doing. We've got a fan and a fortress. What's Ceres is called? Luna. Unless he switches it. Okay.
Ooh,
gonna
this
dancing
is
around
gonna be
this.
interesting. Does Ceres' ship have Beyblade engines, or are they partial Beyblade engines?
Beyblade engines. That's a good question. Looks like he is strategizing again, going with different ships. He's going with the Attrition, or whatever that name was.
Ah, we didn't get to see the Beyblade chip. I guess we're gonna see this now.
Well, you didn't give him a chance to modify his ships if you want to do something different.
This game is gonna be interesting to watch.
Okay.
Ceres' ships first. So, these don't appear to be flankers. These appear to be traps. I'm gonna call them that, because they have enough forward thrust to be considered traps.
The Wallop, the Brigadier, and the Hawk. Okay. So, apologies if anyone's unhappy with the way that the streaming of the camera angles goes, because Ceres is trying to both broadcast and play.
So, looking over at Bible Tech's ships, his first ship, his lowest ship, is a ship that has 2 short rails, a flak, and a tractor. I don't know what this ship would be called because it's very hybridized. His other ship is an ion core, questionably, and his third ship is a ship that centers around a rail and a flak.
Just offhand, I would say it appears that Ceres has more maneuverability than these ships do, despite the fact that Ceres' ships are bigger.
Yeah, they're bigger, but they have a higher proportion of thrust to other stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Ceres
Oh,
has the
that's
damage
one ship down.
delivery DPS necessity, despite having gotten tractor beamed away.
The tractor beam ship is somehow surviving.
his attack points for the small guys. I will say probably BibleTech will need to modify his setup into something that can either take a little bit more abuse or has a little bit more maneuverability. So it would appear that Ceres's 2 ships are outperforming in actual both of those categories. Oh, looks like he took out that wallop. The wallop's been walloped by a wallaby.
Oh, that's not okay, XTK. Don't screenshot Ceres's ships. That's not something you should do.
And if you do, don't announce it so that narrators or
Hey,
hosts can
delete
figure
that.
it
Delete
out.
that. Delete that image at least, XTK. Come on, don't expose Ceres like that.
That being the case, even if it is a good ship and you do come across it, that's one of the, I guess, one of the tactics that your opponent can use on you. You always have to be evolving your ships, or else your style will get used, which was something that Ceres lamented lots of times after many of his different walls or iterations of Jody, etc. He'd make a ship that he thought was of good quality, and then it wouldn't take long before he'd start seeing copycats and imitations.
Well,
of it.
copycats are everywhere. Like
Yeah.
ships too. Everyone has done it. Even if they don't want to admit it, everyone's done it at one point.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the point. If you come across something excellent, you think you can refine it, by all means, go ahead. That's what the nature of this game is designed to do anyway.
Well, yeah, Execute. Everyone can see it if they look at the stream, but like on Discord, it just appears.
I'm gonna default to Caster on this. Whatever he says about the etiquette of Cosmoteer, you're
The
better
problem with
set
the
to follow
etiquette is that there's so much new blood that none of them know what the etiquette
it.
is.
Oh, okay.
Like the community died for a while, then we kind of revived it with the design tourney and a couple other things.
Well, they'll learn. Or the meta will change, and then everybody will be copying each other's ideas, and it'll come down, instead of having superior design blueprints, but having superior maneuverability and piloting in the actual battles. Being able to anticipate the other side's moves and such. Which is still a form of competition, even if everybody has the same ship. That's almost essentially what NASCAR racing is. You always have the same build, the same vehicle, and then it's whoever can maneuver
Ceres,
them better.
well, that is a good idea. Well, that is a good idea. That's not something I'm going to try enforcing.
No, it would have to be in the rules of tournaments, etc. So the people that were in charge would say, follow this structure or you're out of luck. But I've commented to Ceres a couple times that it should be interesting if you could do some kind of an Olympic Games format for
Well, yeah, he
Cosmoteer
was talking
tournaments.
about that.
Yeah.
And I said that for this tournament, it probably wouldn't be a thing because we were already late with the design tourney,
Mm-hmm.
so I was trying to get that finished. And going on with this one, doing that would just be way too much chaos, especially with holiday season coming.
Yes. Yeah, you want people
So
to be well versed in how tournaments work and how to pilot and such before you start giving them sideways challenges like,
I
all right,
mean,
here's the ship, everybody, good luck, and here's the race, go.
we did end up agreeing upon trying it in January,
Mhm.
so that's something to look forward to. So more tractor beams.
Ceres is pummeling these guys.
What is the? Oh, this is another ion.
It would appear Ceres is choosing to take out this tractor beam guy. That's the Gravitron before trying to hit the...
By the way, there's 6 minutes left in this game.
Oh, okay.
It seems that BibleTech is struggling very much with either his connection or his CPU. One of the two. I don't know which one.
Oh, okay. You're going to blame the equipment for this tournament's event.
Well, no. If you look at the top left, you can see that his ping is good, but it's the unstable region.
Flickering.
Yeah. So I forget if that means his internet's unstable or if his CPU just can't take it, because both are possibilities.
I unfortunately can't even look at the Discord debate that's going on because I'm having to watch the battle as it goes on. You guys get
There
all the
really
fun.
isn't a debate going on though.
Oh. Oh, we
There's
should-
some people talking about, I guess Ceres and stuff, but most of them are doing it through voice channel. So
Oh, okay. Let's get a debate going. Pineapple on pizza. Go.
it's too sweet.
I always figured it was too wet. I mean,
No,
it's,
no,
you
no.
got the tomato paste and the spaghetti sauce, or not spaghetti sauce, but the pizza sauce and the cheese and all that. But pineapple just made it too squishy wet in my mouth. I was a texture
For,
kind of fella.
For when I tried it, I've tried it a couple times, and I don't really like it that much. For when I've eaten it, the texture doesn't feel like wrong or anything. But that's usually because when I eat it, I usually eat it when it's really hot, so like everything's gooey by means of heat.
Confused
But
by
it's
burning
just
your
way
own
too sweet.
tongue. Yeah.
So according to Pyrius, his flickering means that his connection's unstable, not his CPU.
Unstable connection. Okay.
Continuing on.
What I will
We've
say
talked about pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
How do you feel about chocolate pizza?
chocolate. Well, my understanding is that where chocolate came from originally by the Aztec Indians, I believe, or was it the Mayans? I can't remember. Anyway, the Native Americans that used chocolate had it more as a bitter drink, which would have meant that in your foods you'd put it in just like a regular spice for different foods. So. What I will say is that I think everybody in the U.S. at least is accustomed to the idea that chocolate is supposed to have some sweetness to it. But if you were to somehow separate chocolate from sweet, it could do as an interesting flavor enhancer. But
You don't
that's
really have to
asking
do
a
it
lot.
somehow. All you have to do is figure out how to get the sugar out, or just make it without sugar, and you're
Yeah,
good.
because it
Because
naturally
cacao
doesn't
isn't
have it.
naturally sweet. Oh, congrats to Ceres for winning that.
Well, looks like, yeah, then the points is working that way. We saved a little bit of time because we had about 4 minutes.
So match 1 of round 2 is being delayed because 4th is AFK. So can you guys tell me what match 2 of round 2 is?
So, Force is being delayed. So we're going to do Lumards and Luke Space Cat. That's going to be the next battle.
All right.
But honestly, yeah, I've never... Oh, look, that is Exicade. Come on, man. That's bad manners. Putting all his laundry out for everyone to see. For shame, man.
Oh, by the way, so continuing on what I was talking, when I say chocolate on pizza, I don't mean like the tomato sauce and like all that. I mean like the pizza dough. Then there's chocolate on top of that, and then instead of like tomato and stuff, there's like strawberries and stuff.
Oh, so a dessert pizza.
Like it tastes like obviously similar to pizza because it uses the same dough and it's the same process, but it's technically not pizza.
Right. Technically. Well, if you're going to say that, then you're going to have to give me the technical specs of pizza.
When I think of pizza, pizza is something that obviously has the dough on the bottom. It'll have cheese and it'll have tomato sauce.
And it requires all three.
All three, but variant of at least 2 of them.
Oh, okay. So we need a bread dough, a pizza sauce, and a cheese. So
Because
yeah.
I will accept cheeseless pizza as a thing because it is a thing that some people enjoy.
But it's got to have the
But
tomato
then-
sauce.
There are also some people that don't enjoy tomato sauce, so they just eat it with cheese, and that's fine.
Although I guess I'd call that cheese bread. I don't know that I'd put that in the pizza category.
Well, when it's made the way pizza's made, because cheese bread has the cheese inside of the dough, while that
I think
would
you're
just
just
have
making
it on top.
arbitrary distinctions. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but okay.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I'm not saying I'm not. I too.
Figure out. Can't we all just get along? Okay,
Well,
Luke
yeah,
Space Cat's got a wall. Lumard's
It's
got
not
a
late
sugar.
enough for us to start arguing.
Yeah, he's not cranky right now. He's kind of excited about running the whole thing here. So he has to feel like he's in charge.
continuing on from chat, Pyrus says that pizza can also use teriyaki or Alfredo, which he's not wrong.
Well, according to Castor's definition, those don't qualify as pizza either. You don't have the tomato sauce, buddy. You're out. But
Anyways,
I'm an equal
continuing on, we should go over
opportunity
those.
round flatbread enthusiast, so you can put whatever you want on it, and you can. I've
Hey,
actually,
if
even in
you
South America, I have had this unusual variant of pasta on the very base as the crust of the pizza, and then they put other things. So I've done crustless pizza.
where did you eat that? That sounds
South
great.
America, Argentina.
Oh,
Um,
Argentina. Wait, I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's great.
but you haven't tried it.
No, no, no. I've
Okay.
seen it. I've seen how it's made, and it's an annoying process to make.
Yeah.
But I can't. I haven't tried it. I'm
Yeah.
not Argentinian, but I know people that are, so I've seen them make.
There you go. Yeah. Different kind of pizza, but still pizza.
Hey, if we want to make a rough definition of pizza, pizza can be anything you say it is. To
Well,
be honest.
right. You were the one that went with it. Well, it has to have these three criteria.
Well, I'm going.
Pizza.
I'm going with a rough definition of like stuff that people would recognize as pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Chad is
could make
also
a
asking about
pizza
the
out
bracket being
of
updated.
Play-Doh, and you would recognize it as pizza. You wouldn't want to eat it, but you'd say, "Yeah, that's pizza."
Yeah, it could be pizza if it looks like it.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
"There's no crust, no pizza sauce, and no cheese."
Chat is asking about the bracket because it is not being updated.
The bracket
on
is
our
not
side.
showing signs of being updated. Okay, we will click over a little bit and play with that.
Yeah, so after this match, you guys should probably fix it.
So, Saris just posted again, and then I'm going to have him click on the link and open it in a new tab to see if it's showing the update. Okay, so it's showing the update now. So he just posted a new
Yeah.
link.
Yeah, there we go. That makes life easier for me.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's back, but fourth number is typing in chat, so his match might be next.
Okay. Zoom out, let the viewers see what's going on. As far as the damage, that's too far. As far as the damage goes, looks like Space Cat is having the superior outcome here. So
Yeah, he seems to be doing slightly more damage just because of the shape of the ships.
he's got it more spread out. But I'm seeing damage even on the other one too. So it might just be that this next salvo will determine
It might just
who
be
is
his
lucky
flak.
and who's dead.
It might just be like flak positioning overall.
Yeah. I love the red wub battles. Shine on, you crazy diamonds. Oh, those might not be wubs. Those are just regular cannon fire, aren't they? They pulse pretty. I think Walt needs to get more green in his shots. Red and yellow do good work. You got the blue shields. Where's the green? Oh, and Saris, of course, jumping in
So
on his usual
fourth
blue.
is not back. That's his buddy.
Oh, okay. Keeping the internet connection active. Always a good strategy in a tournament. Going in circles. It does look like the wall is doing better than that vulture configuration is doing in terms of
Yeah, the wall's
maneuverability.
doing much better than the triangle is.
Vulture. Vulture.
In terms of this triangle, it looks like it's quite effective. It just needs a bit more shielding.
Indeed.
Oh,
it
and
did
Luke is
start out
behind it.
initially having the higher score and the better maneuverability, but
Yeah, enough shield density.
you're
Need
not
more.
going to be able to bring a victory when he's pummeling your vulnerable tail end.
Yeah.
You got some pretty
Oh, the
good
ship
wall
might be
defense.
split. The ship may or may not split once that single thing gets destroyed.
Looks like it's breaking apart now.
There it
Yep.
is. There's the bend.
If you can rotate
So
and
both
deliver
halves
some more
still have
damage.
control rooms.
Otherwise, you might want to consider spawning in something
Oh,
new. Oh,
and
further
that
break
another
off.
half was split in two again.
I wonder if this will
I'll
actually
be
make
right
the
back.
remaining piece more successful or not. No, looks like you've lost a little bit too much maneuverability. There's a little bit of green. Blowing up reactors. Bringing the fire and fireworks. decent constant set of action for all the impacts that are coming in. Keeping it entertaining all the way through. Gonna bust that top ship in half. So it's still delivering damage pretty good both sides. Even with only half a ship. The Vulture delivers. Let's see, which one was Space Cat the Vulture or not? I can't remember. Alpha.
Space Cat is the other one.
Bottom
He's
one.
Alpha.
Okay. Lumars. So I do believe Space Cat, yeah, it's been delivering more damage consistently. But it's still a viable build that Lumar's brought in. That does have quite a bit of capability.
Yeah, his ship isn't doing bad at all. It's just it's
At
taking
40%.
So I think the damage right now is about Lamar's is taking about 50%, a bit more than that. Luke's taking just under 30, I think.
Yeah. Lumar's is definitely coming in second place for this one. I think if it were me, I'd cut my losses and spawn in a new ship already. But I don't understand necessarily all of the different strategic ideas and options. I'm just looking for pretty green flashes. Well, it doesn't matter. If you got to win and you're already behind, you got to go for it.
Fun and go for it. The
Oh,
point
yeah.
gap is give or take 600, so he should take the chance.
He's definitely not going to win at this point. You spawn in a new ship, you have all fresh armor, all fresh equipment and systems, and you can take out a damaged ship, and then when he spawns in a new one, you'd potentially have the better positioning, especially inside the red ring. Never bring in an antiquated Colt 45 to a nuclear arms battle. Yeah, Space Cat's just pummeling what's left of Lumar's first ship.
And I think that ship's about to lose its final control room. Yep, there it goes.
I would take and venture the guess that Lumar's is one of the new, fresher blood that's looking at just trying to pilot his ship all the way through to the end instead of employing a little bit more strategy.
Yeah, it seems like he is. I think the main determining factor between the ship thing is that as you go on and as you learn about the game, you learn not to hold on to your ship when it's disadvantageous.
Yep. Veteran move versus a newcomer move.
Yeah, it's not a bad move. It really just depends on what your opponent has left.
For instance, while he's not here, I have seen Saris rage quit several times when his ship got a hit or two and he realized that to delay any longer would only just lengthen out the attrition and the frustration. So don't be afraid to walk away from a battle you already know isn't going to go in your favor.
It's a shame that Ohm didn't participate in this tournament.
I would agree.
Oh wow, Luke is taking a lot of damage now.
Definitely got a good hit in the middle of his flank, but yeah, the point system.
He has about half of his damage left.
Lumar's is definitely going to have to go in hardcore and get the punishment going fast. There's not a whole lot of time left on it.
There's a minute left, and the point gap is almost exactly 1,000. I wonder how Luke's going to play this. The amount of CRs on his ship is excessive too, so He has a good chance of surviving either
Mm-hmm.
way.
Yeah, I would think if I were Space Cat at this point, I would just try and survive, hold out for as long as possible. Having to respawn a new ship would definitely bring your points down or make them more equal. But if you can, run out the clock and take the victory.
Now there are 30 seconds left, and the point gap is more or less the same. So I think this is Luke's victory. Well, it looks like Ceres is throwing some shade.
Yeah, who knows what he's talking about? We're talking about
Yeah, it's a
strategies and
good
playing
thing.
Cosmoteer, and he's bringing up a Christmas tree. Okay. Yeah, excellent comeback, buddy.
Really? Why would you do that? Congrats, Luke.
Good job to Space Cat. Now, which title are you referring to that I'm buying different copies of on different systems? Because Earth Defense Force. That series is nothing but a gem of a game series, and they deserve all the money that anybody can throw at them. You're killing giant space bugs. I mean, you don't. There's nothing better than that in a game. Keeps it simple, destructible environment. Okay, next up, Piraeus and Slowbro. Fourth is not me. I miss Buddy. Well, if you're monitoring Buddy, now's the time to air all of his dirty laundry. Just tell us everything about fourth number that he doesn't want us to know. That's a classic internet Buddy move.
Throwing all the shade. Shade to keep you warm and keep you cold.
I wonder if someone needs to ping him or if he's monitoring the tournament.
I
I
don't
guess
know,
we'll
his buddy
find
should be
out
around.
because we'll either get a whole bunch of fourth numbers secrets and embarrassing stories, or else it won't happen.
Alright, so this match is actually going to be just as interesting as the last match. Because these guys are both pretty good at piloting.
Okay, are we ready? No, it says they're not ready. Now that's a name of pronunciation.
What?
Wafe? Wafe Wish?
Wafe Oiche.
And
Or something like that, I
Trilobite.
don't know.
Okay, well, that one's not too hard, but the Wafe Wishe.
Wike? I don't know. If someone knows how to pronounce that, please write that in chat. How you're supposed to pronounce it. Oh, Pyrrheus is bringing what it looks to be a missile barge.
I do believe I saw some collaborative work or maybe some collaborative input between Ceres and that as they're making it. Those missile hammers, I'm not sure what I'd call it, but they put in so much front wall defense, and then you have almost no money for maneuverability. Not that you need a whole lot, but anyway, we'll see if this guy's fins are too long and it's eating up any of the missile damage that's trying to get out. Show my rust and brain damage. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go look at the weird... Oh, so this is basically the same ship, isn't it? Yeah, this is the same ship.
Oh, that looks very similar. There might have been some variants, but maybe not. I don't
It
remember.
might be, there might be like some thrust differences, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe he just changed the name to mess with us, I don't know.
Let's have Exicade go back through the stream and pull up the pictures for comparison. You seem to be good at that.
Exicade, come on, do your job.
Well, we're too
Looking
zoomed
at
in to see what's
Pyrrheus'
going
ship,
in. Zoom out.
It seems like it's gonna have the same issue that
Are the fins
Redstone's
too
had.
long again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. I'm seeing the impacts. Yeah, I don't know, guys.
He's also using the Beyblade engine.
You bring these missile barges out, you definitely got to know whether or not maneuverability is going to limit, decrease, or impede your punishment delivery. You can't come into these tournaments losing some percentage of effectiveness because your missiles can't even get out of the launch bays.
I mean, right now he's doing very well. He just got rammed and he's somehow surviving.
It would appear those cannons either don't have the energy or force. But yeah, I remember missile barges having this kind of limited success even with Ceres's fast walls. If you can kite with missiles or get into a defensible position, then you're doing pretty good. Maybe that was the point of this missile barge, was to get real close, stop all the movement, and then just keep pounding the thrusters with the missiles, which didn't do as much damage as you would hope. But yeah, missile barge still has a lot of armor left.
Stopping it managed to get rid of all the flak on one side and heavily damage on.
But it's still launching missiles, so can't speak too poorly about your damage delivery if you're actually winning. But still, I think if you're at 85%, you want that up to 100. Get those fins figured out so that your missiles aren't hitting.
Oh, there he goes for another ram. How will this one go? It looks like he hasn't destroyed all of the flak, he's disabled it.
Yeah, and he's broadsiding against those cannons, and I don't remember which one causes
Oh, if he
more
can
damage.
arc around to get that control room, he'll be in good position. Oh, there goes one control room. How many are left on this ship? Let's see. It looks to be that there's only one left.
Let's see, I see. Yeah. Oh, broke it off. Looks like his right side.
Oh, the ship
of
is
the
getting
wall's
split
gone.
very slowly.
And lost another bay of weaponry. So yeah, the missile barge is doing quite a bit better than the fast wall.
Yeah. I think this is just the difference between having flak and not having it. That's about it.
Time to spawn in something new, Slow. Unless you're the missile barge. But no, it's Piraeus. Yeah, Trilobites Piraeus. Spawn in something new. Abandon hope, every one of the, whatever that name pronounced is. Go highlight it again. I want another stab at it. Uafe? Oish? Wish?
Well, okay, I'm not sure if he respawned his ship.
Control room not operational. So
Yeah, he respawned. So, Slow King respawned. Because none of his crew are there anymore. So, that's going on there.
okay.
I think.
Use your previous ship as a obstacle.
Oh, what is this?
There we go. Aspire burst. A bunch of rails.
Oh,
And
this is
Beyblade engine.
This is a Beyblade engine within a Beyblade. This is something this is borderline heresy, but I'll leave it alone for now.
Heresy. I was thinking this ship looked evil. I liked it. It's like a kind of a bear claw or a fist coming out with sharp, pointy nails.
I mean, the ship itself is very pretty. It's just he's using a Beyblade in a strange way.
If it works, it works. I do know the last tournament Ceres hosted had that Q-tip guy that was launching nuke plates, which was very, very effective.
Well, that was an exploit, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is different. This is just a different way to do a spinner, but it doesn't really work right.
Doesn't work right. Okay.
Oh, it seems Forf is actually returned.
Excellent.
But either way, we're going to continue on with the next match, then we'll do his last.
Better get those rail fans going. I don't know how effective he's going to be.
Does not have flag. That is a horrible miscalculation.
Yeah, those missiles are going to chew it up in pretty short time. I guess you see what happens for heretics.
There we go. The ship is split.
There is not much left of that thing.
The thrust has been separated. I feel like this is more of a gimmick ship than it is a function ship.
Okay. Yeah, that Q-tip that was running the exploit in the last tournament, it's good if you've got a thing that you think will manage an exploit, but obviously getting blasted by one salvo of missiles, you're going to want to work on that, or else everybody's going to know exactly how to beat your ship in the very first attack.
Well, that Q-tip ship doesn't work as well anymore. It still works. It's just the damage has been very, very diminished.
Mm. Beta testing, quality analysis. The theory behind Beyblade engines was that individuals felt that if an object was spinning, that would somehow make it more effective.
Well, no. Beyblade engines have nothing to do with spinners.
I'm just
Beyblade engines are just something that I made when the bigger reactors came out, and it's just a cheap thrust setup. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
I was just talking out my nose anyway. So, Piraeus asking the questions, and I thought I would supply my own input as to what I thought was going on.
That rendering, I guess, of Beyblade engines works. The problem is, it doesn't work the way you want it to.
Well, if you can gain mastery of it, I guess you could probably still find a place for it to work. But
I mean, you don't really need mastery of it. Just do an overthrust module within that core, and on the outside.
I'll remember that. I think there'll be a test later.
There might be a test by a couple of people here. I won't be one of them because I haven't opened up Cosmoteer in a couple months. So
Ion lasers are cutting through pretty good. I don't know that they're going fast enough to have too much impact, but
yeah, but they have enough flak to deal with the missiles.
oh, I haven't seen that. We were zoomed in on the ions, so yes, it doesn't look like any mini missiles are coming through. So now it's just burn him till he's dead, and hope that you're delivering more power than disintegration is taken from both of you. Yeah, this is the case where the missile barge's armor is going to end up working against Slow's cooking.
What's difference is very high right now.
Like using a laser to
Pyrrhus,
melt a tank's defenses. It'll get there.
yeah, Pyrrhus has almost reached the point limit. He's off by 160.
It does appear that might end up going down as Slow King is cooking him, and the flak is killing the missiles. But
Well, yes, the difference
you
is
just got to
slowly
get closer.
lowering. But since neither of them are outside the ring, neither of them are losing points.
Yeah. So Slow King's gotta turn up the heat on those lasers.
If I were him, I would just ram the ship at this point.
Yeah, you got to get close and take it out.
Don't worry about efficiency, time efficiency, and damage efficiency.
Piraeus might just hit the 3,000 mark and it won't matter.
He might.
It's close.
I mean, he just lost all power to his missiles, so might not happen, but he can just run down the clock and win.
Yeah, at this point, either way, you got to get in there slow. You can't just keep
The problem
his
with
armor.
this type of shape for an ion ship is that the further back an ion is, one, the less range it'll have, and two, the less damage it'll do.
Looks
What
like
is this?
Piraeus
Oh,
decided
it's this
to spawn
ship.
in something new. A rail.
This is an interesting ship design, and it actually works relatively well.
So, thanks for keeping it interesting. You could have just won on the time and letting your other one run out, but you want to entertain us. Well done.
Wow, so it looks like Slow's not even going to try to get the 700 points from that carcass.
I don't think he'd have the opportunity. He'd be taking a pummeling from this one
Well,
while
no,
he
he
was
could have
trying to
stayed
harvest.
close to it and used his left side to drill into it while the right side intercepted. That is one of the benefits of having triangle designs, that you have multiple attack. But I think that this is going to be game, because it looks like there's only a minute left, and the point gap is over 2,000. There's now a minute left.
Excellent use of armor on the nose, slow, absorbing a lot of punishment from those
Yeah, that's
cannon fire.
piloting right there, man. Do that damage to the tip.
Rail ship looks like it's about to disintegrate.
Both ships do.
Yeah. Excellent versatility of strategy. Modifying your game plan towards the middle, towards the end.
They are very far from the ring.
Rails are out. Cannons are out.
Where's the last control room? Oh, it's at the base of the rails and at the front of the rails. Oh, slow.
Yeah, they're a few kilometers out. That's okay.
Seems like this match will go to Piraeus.
Looks like we're getting just a little bit of lag there. Apologies for everybody that's cameras or screens are twitching. Any seizures or epileptic episodes are completely your own responsibility to deal with, and in no ways responsible anyone announces liabilities pending. Excellent job, Piraeus.
What is our next match?
We are now looking at Exicade and Ceres.
Oh, this will be a fun match.
Good luck to all parties. Exicade, bring the flash that your wonderful name letters business does. And Ceres, of course, will be matter of fact, straightforward. Oh, don't look, Exicade. Don't. One bad idea to rule them all. Okay. Take your potty breaks. Get your popcorn. Get your taunts. Ceres is weak to psychological damage. If he were a Pokemon. Force speed, game speed.
It seems like Exicade is Slowking, even if you did disconnect, you still had no way of winning.
Applying for the technical victory. That's bold.
He's not lying though. He did disconnect. The game does show that he disconnected. But and the gap was over 2,000. I will be right back.
Yep, someone's at your door. See if Exicade shows up. You got some time. Everybody's taking their potty breaks.
Okay, I'm back.
Boom.
So where's Execade?
That's a great question. We've been stuck in this, in the splash screen on the tournament because Saris took his 5-minute break. But I haven't heard any pings or anything from Discord, so you'd have to contact him or attempt to contact him that way. But it sure is a peaceful picture. Watching this lava red planet rotate and stars. It's been nice. Is he contacting you, commenting to you?
I don't know.
There he is.
Oh, there
Look
he
at that.
is. All right. Good luck, guys.
Must not have been on the part that you screen capped.
Must have been on a different screenshot. He probably has to go into his reserves. And
I'll
go
bet
check
that's
them.
where he actually was. He'd gone back through the stream and grabbed a couple pictures to look and see if he could build some strategy.
Yeah, Slow King, we're making a decision that regardless of whether you disconnect, lose anyways, and there was like less than 10 seconds left, so I'm not gonna.
Denied the appeal.
Yeah, that appeals very much denied.
But good job for knowing the rules. It was a legitimate move towards the end.
Well, no, he didn't even do it on his own. He was having connections. So, a biter and a barge. I wonder who will win.
Saris is returning. He does not have any time to actually analyze his position. He gave too much time up. Unless he
So,
determines
are
that
you
he's going
guys
to
gonna
pick a
start
different
the
shoot.
match,
Yeah,
or are
he's
you
ready.
guys just
He's
gonna
getting
wait?
back in the captain's chair. Oh, he did take it off. Okay. So that anyone that's watching can
Oh,
have...
Execade took his off too.
Oh, good. Yes.
We're gonna play these mind games
I will
again.
give... Yep, and we'll pull executive decision that at 110 per my note, the battle will begin, whether or not you guys are ready.
Oh, he's using Pluvian. I haven't seen that ship in a long time.
Oh, yeah, and Saris is deciding he needs a different ship. So now he's going out. We have 1 minute, less than 1 minute left. Yeah, Execade's going to make his changes. What a lovely ballet before the battle's even started.
You see, this is one of the things that Saris apparently wanted.
Indeed. I saw that they'd gone back and forth on whether or not to show the ships before the match started.
Oh, it seems that they're both happy with
Look
this.
at that. We are set. 1 minute, or not 1 minute, but at least a few seconds prior to the deadline.
Alright, now then. I'm gonna go look at Execade's ship, because I already looked at Saris' ships.
Let the battle begin.
Oh, it's this ship again.
So,
Actually, wait, no. This is an all-cannon variant.
okay. Looks like a Jody type style. Hopefully I'm not
Jody
stepping
type
on any toes.
2.1. in all respectful terms that I can say this, the ship is nice though. It's called Leverian? Maybe?
Leverian.
Leverian, there you go.
Leverian.
Looking at the color scheme, I would be so happy if it was called Leviathan.
Yeah, that might be a little bit too much of an easy grab, though.
Maybe.
Oh, it does look like Saris is deploying the improved maneuverability tactics.
Yes, he's eating away at the thrust. And once that ship turns around to deal with one, the other one's going to get it.
This
is why traps are so annoying to deal with.
Present as punishment Execade for taking a screenshot of Saris' ship plans. But you're definitely going to have to adapt. You need something that can take more punishment from 2 ships that are
Execade, I know you have spinners. Why don't you use those? Have you not made any of that work with the boost patch?
It's a bold strategy after the narrator has said that spinners are no longer effective to then listen to them and actually implement one of those.
Well, they're not effective, but against this strategy, they won't die quickly.
So your strategy is to still lose, but more slowly. Let's go with that.
If you can run out the clock maneuver properly, you can use the ring to do most of the damage. And also, he only has 1 thrust module left.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, he doesn't have any control rooms.
Yep,
Oh no!
Saris took him out. He's done now. Okay. You know what? Nope, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
I think this is going to be on you if it doesn't go well, though.
Now, Execade, use what you think is right. Don't listen to me. I haven't
played
played
an
an
enemy.
match.
Well, Saris trying to play some psychological strategy. Don't listen to him, Execade. Saris is not to be trusted.
Well, no, because in this situation, I would probably grab Bellum or Strid, but like I'm the only one that uses those kinds of orbiters. So, yeah, Saris is right. I'm not trusted. I even said don't trust me on that.
There you go.
Like, see,
Bring
this
in
is a solid
with some
idea.
armor. Yep.
Yeah, he has enough armor to deal with 1.
And Saris is already planning to get on both sides of you. So.
I mean, if you want to be smart, you'd probably try to strafe around, but the problem with that is that your thrust is not good for that.
Nope, and it looks like Saris is already deciding to. He's either changing your format, or no, you're just bringing in already. Okay. So Saris already spawned in a new ship.
Oh, he immediately respawned. Interesting. Oh, and he's using this ship. That's unfortunate.
His ions aren't set up. So now he's
Wait,
doing some quick aiming work.
What do you mean they're not set up?
He does not have his ions set up. So
Saris, come on.
He is burning everything he can to get them all pointed at the right spots. We have no idea what Execade's doing.
You're bringing dishonor upon the name of Beyblade Engines. I do like this setup, though. I do approve.
Oh, his fingers are almost on fire for how much he's trying to make sure everything's running.
Yeah, there. I see like two or three prisms on the front that don't look to be connected. All the bottom half look to be fine.
Good thing there's still time on the clock. That was some serious prep work.
Yeah, looking at your ship, if you like look at it, the top leftmost ion prism doesn't seem to be connected properly.
Top left ion is not connected properly.
I don't think it is. It might be. I might just. It doesn't seem to be connected properly.
Well, he's clicked on them all, indicating that maybe they're all aimed up. So, we'll sink or swim, win or lose. He's ready to start the battle.
So there is a good strat that Execade could do against this ship. The problem, though, he can't actually execute it properly because his ship isn't round enough.
Yeah, keep presenting different parts of your defenses.
Well, no, my strategy against a ship like this, against theirs, I would ram him as hard as I can and try to deflect to get to the side and rotate. Yep. The problem is that Execade's ship looks more like a brick than it does a circle.
Yeah, and he's fanning just to do straight assault, and Saris is probably anticipating what you were thinking. So if he can stop the fanning,
if he can just get one little piece jammed into the center bit, he's good.
He's cooking through. He's still vulnerable to rails.
About to make it to the thrust area, and he's digging the thrust now. So I feel like that left side thrust is about to get destroyed. Yep.
Now maneuverability's out. He's cooking through.
And I think that unless Execade could turn quick enough, this ship might die.
prolong
Oh,
the
that's a
destruction.
smart move by Execute right there. It didn't execute properly, but that was a smart move.
Yeah. If you could
The
get a
problem
shot
with
down
this
those
ship is that
tunnels.
it has way too much forward and backward thrust as compared to strafe, so it can't really do strafing maneuvers.
No, it's designed to be a pummeling device rather than a mobility. It come up and hit the hard hit straight to the front, and then take the abuse from the sides and the back. That rail ship is a missile counter, I would say, not an ion counter.
The missile counter, it also feels like a swarm
Yep, I would
because of the
concur
way
with
the
that.
armor's set up. But it might do well against missiles. It doesn't have any flak though.
Probably the best benefit, or at least the best advantage that Saris took, was that Exicade brought this ship in first, and then Saris responded to it. If
Yeah,
it gone
Ceres
the
is
other
using
way, it would have been.
proper arena tactics.
Yeah. That could be a potential for a different kind of game mode where each round you bring the ships that you think is going to win for that round, but you wouldn't be able to see the other person's ship. You just bring in what you thought would be the best
Oh, there's
hitter.
a respawn. And it's back in the creep strife.
Oh, that's the old tournament rules. So yes, I heard what you said, Caster, but I'm not going to comment on it because I wouldn't want to give anyone an unfair advantage when you're running the broadcast system. Oh, now
Comment on what?
Oh, on the fact that Exicade had brought in a new ship. I didn't want to draw Saris's attention to it before he naturally came across it. And since he's in the
Well,
same
he
room
was
as me.
gonna figure it out either way.
That's right. But every advantage should be levied against Saris. He's demonstrated some longevity in terms of ship design and quality, so I don't feel bad.
It's alright, Execute. You'll get better at this as time goes on. That's how most things work.
Yeah, nobody dominated the tournament the first time that they ever came across this game.
Well, that's debatable.
That
Gibby
I've seen
exists.
since Saris discovered this game, anyway.
Gibby exists. Gibby exists very much so.
Gibby. I'll see.
Oh, there you go, Saris. Ask Saris about Gibby, or Egg, whatever you want to call him.
Good job. The Exicade made it to the second round.
What was the match we skipped? Can you tell me who the participants are?
The match we skipped was fourth, whatever fourth guy's name is, and then let's see. We'll see what's going on here.
It's fourth and like this dude hasn't played yet. What's
Go to
his
the
name?
bracket.
Garter, that's what it is.
Yeah, Garter and fourth number. Okay. The winner to take on Luke Space Cat.
I'm gonna go check if the bracket updated.
We will
It looks like it's finally updating, which is good.
Those settings in broadcasting, man, that's you forget to turn your microphone on. You got your sound setting too high. You buy shoddy gear. I mean, the whole thing. You never know what's going to happen.
They're starting to get very heated. Hey, there's Garter.
Saris is currently updating his ship while he's waiting for the combatants to enter, so that his prisms are pointed.
I do like that since recent changes to the framework for the game, you can now open multiple tabs of Cosmoteer without causing too much lag.
Mm-hmm.
Because it used to be very difficult for at least me to do it, but now it's not that hard.
Optimization of the game outputs is always, that's one of those boring, horrible parts about quality assurance in designing your video games is making it so that you're only outputting the most necessary stuff in terms of lag and broadcast information when you're doing multiplayer. It binds down a computer's resources incredibly quickly, and it's one of the most thankless parts of actual game design and development, where you're just going through and making sure that the computer language and systems are working at their nominal output. That's yeah,
Yeah.
thankless job. A lot of work and not much for it. And it doesn't surprise me that people, when they're trying to get their independent games going, are that's one of the last things they do. People complain, oh, the online component just doesn't work. It's not very fast. You say, I know, it's terrible. I'm having a hard time. Months and months and months, and it doesn't really show too much in terms of progress, how you're doing. It's going through and refining, cleaning up your code. It's a headache. Okay, looks like both parties are ready. And we're off. Garter and fourth number.
Yeah, they're both new players, or at least new to tournaments.
So did we get any juicy details from the buddy, the roommate of fourth number?
Nope.
Oh, you had an opportunity. You didn't seize it. Let's see. These look like, those look like a chicken wing configuration garter. I'm not exactly sure which side is supposed to be presented to the brick or the claymore or the fast wall. I'm not the Broly.
Let's see. The Broly is still fine, but let's see. Oh.
Well, we got some missile launches going on there.
This ship is interesting. There's two of them. Are they the same ship? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
See, I'm not sure how I feel about these ships.
Sufficient point defense to be fighting off the missiles, but I'm not seeing too much in terms of offensive capabilities. And we've got 4 sets of those. Don't look like missiles. What kind of weapon is that?
What? There's two missile modules, and then there's the MPs.
MPs. Okay, that's what I was referring to.
It looks like chat is slightly lighting up about the last match, but that's fine. Can we take a minute to look at the points? It's 4-0. Oh, now it's 9. The points are going up so slowly. Ever so slowly.
Now that he's within range of those red web shots and the yellow laser blasters, looks like... You know what?
These ships
there
are
you go.
gonna
Fourth
get
number starting to
disintegrated
take
quite quickly.
a bit of a leap now.
The next one in this bracket. Oh, it's that. That's not.
It would appear that both damage and maneuverability are superior on the Claymore, the wall configuration over these small little flyers.
I do enjoy that people just don't take the time to show up when the tournament happens and show up after. I do love that. It's great. Oh, this thing managed to survive somehow.
Punctuality. There's a war going on here. Be at your posts in time. The fate of the universe relies upon it.
Sure, when we're already in the second round, so.
Clock management. It's a big factor even before the matches start. I don't know that I'd fly outside the ring if I was winning. It's not necessarily the strategy of choice that I think I'd be going after, but I'm not much in terms of building these things or piloting them, so you can't take anything I say as being a valid strategy, denigration, or support, because I just don't know. They asked me to do this because I like talking about pretty flashy, blow-up, explodey things.
We were also told that you like hearing the sound of your voice.
I often wondered about that in terms of commentators. Can you manage, like football or soccer or any kind of sports commentary? Can you stand to listen to yourself for 4 hours? I do not go through the old reels or the old game tournaments that I've been involved in.
I don't.
It's kind of like actors watching your own movies. I don't know if I could pull that off.
No. I don't think I could either.
I'd be too busy thinking, oh, I didn't deliver that line properly. Ah, man, I'm supposed to twitch
It's
my
that's
muscle.
worse for voice actors though, instead of normal actors.
Mm-hmm.
Because normal actors have to worry about they have to worry about their choreography too.
Yeah. So fourth number's definitely taking a strong lead over Garter's ships. So if you come back in, Garter, and you're paying attention, listen to what people are saying, you got to get something that's got a little bit more heat to it and a
Just
lot
a
more
little bit
maneuverability.
more damage.
Bring in something that can pound this guy down to dust. Because
Preferably something that
your
can
chicken
kill
drumsticks are that's a neat design, but it's just not getting
Yeah,
the job
looking
done.
at them more closely, they look like chicken drumsticks, but they can also be
Your mic cut out. I missed that last one.
they can look like upside down rockets.
Upside down.
Well, it looks like it's lost the last control room, so let's see what he spawns in with.
Definitely gone. In the negative point. And here we're
Oh,
coming
he's
in.
a swarm.
Swarm.
It is a
Excellent.
swarm. On top of that, it's a PD swarm. Oh,
That's a
and doesn't
lot of
have any PD mode.
micromanagement for 27 different ships. I didn't actually count them. And Broly spawned in his own. Didn't even wait to see.
Forf just respawned his ship.
Probably a smart move.
I feel like these guys are going to get shredded. They don't have shields. And PD doesn't do anything against lasers, so I don't think this will end well.
Maneuverability and management's going to be a factor. Missiles coming out the back. There isn't really
How
a
many of
safe
these are
place to
there?
be. Well, Saris is speculating 28 to 26 of them, but they're certainly shooting down the missiles fine, so I guess all they need to do is make sure
I
they're
think
not
there's
in front.
28.
Well, they seem to be chewing up on fourth ship fairly well just to start. But yeah, without shields, it's just a matter of time. If you're not doing damage delivery in a consistent, the very determined fashion, it's just going to chew through all these little flyers. And I see the shield's got a lot of impact, and it's pretty, but how long does it take before it breaks through?
Point defense is not good against shields, and not in any way, shape, or form.
Mm.
Point defense is good against everything else besides shields and energy-based things.
So we could have done better if we had a swarm of ions.
Yeah, if you had a swarm of basically anything else.
That takes real skill to come up with the one ship design that everybody
That your opponent can perfectly
acknowledges
counter
is worthless against this specific battle. That and they've lost space. If all you have is point defense, then you better get up close and use it. Otherwise,
I mean, he's not going to get shot by missiles. It seems that Forf isn't really doing much besides trying to catch up.
that is a lot of ships to try and control.
Yeah. The good thing is his weapons can individually target. Currently, Forf is still in the lead by a commanding amount of 50 points.
BB guns versus the tank. Let's see, was it two and a half minutes left? I can't. At any event, this yeah, you could both sit here and this match is more or less established as over. I think a rail would have taken out the claymore, the wall, pretty good too.
Yeah, but I don't think he has any rails.
No.
I don't think Carter has any.
And if you
He
had
might. He might just not bring them out, but I don't think he does.
a missile ship would probably be fairly effective as well. I don't see the maneuver.
Well, he has flak, though. He has 4 flak.
So you'd have to get those missiles behind it.
he would either have to get the missiles to arc around or just tackle him and use your armor cap to block the missiles. Or block the flag.
There he goes. So he's bringing them around to the back. A little late to implement strategy, but if it works, it works. And then they've overshot with their thrust. So now he's able to turn around and present his strong side again to them all.
Fourth is almost at 2,000 points. He's just below it at 1,700.
So does anyone ever do a swarm of nuke launchers?
I think it's been attempted, but I don't think there's been much success.
That would be one where just with this wall, if you could get behind and just launch nukes at their tail end, take out the thrusters and the missile launchers, there wouldn't be a whole lot that that wall could do after that. There we go. Saris giving out the input.
Yes, those are also things. The kamikaze ships were always an issue. Talking about meme ships, we can start talking about Saris's lag cannon.
Saris's lag cannon. Oh, is he defaulting against the... You made a ship that defaults against the processing capabilities? I think he showed that to me once.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the lag cannon doesn't really do much anymore with the current update, but it can still glitch items inside of a ship.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've seen that happen.
You can glitch all the armor cubes inside of another ship. It's great. I mean, if you did it, Saris, if you do that ship with explosive charges instead of armor, you might just be able to blow up ships.
Okay, looks like...
Oh, the nuke
Garter's
swarm?
coming
Oh,
in.
chat is saying that someone tried it, but it didn't work out. I'm pretty sure that's what I said, though. Didn't I say that it just doesn't work that well?
It said it didn't... Yeah, it hadn't been effective on the attempts that people had tried. So...
Hey. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure... Garter, is this your ship? Whose ship is this?
I will say it, disqualified or not, he lost, so, well...
Well, time is up anyway,
yeah.
but... Whose ship is that?
We'd have to go back to the...
Is it yours, Garter, or did someone else make it, or...
Maybe... Who was it? Go back to the bracket. I remember it was one of the first battles.
No, one of the kids that lost used it.
Yeah, it was like Twitch Cat or Haphazard.
Yeah, it was someone that fought Redstone. Was it Redstone? No, it wasn't Redstone. Who was it?
Saris is saying it was Haphazard. But, yeah, I'd have to go back to the beginning of the stream to see. But, anyway, it didn't work. It was a kind of, well, when you're losing, go all out or go home.
Whatever. I'm gonna go congratulate... who won fourth one?
Let's see, fourth number one. Yeah, beat out Garter.
Next match?
The next match is between... Looks like Garter and Space Cat. But actually, let's save that one for next time. Let's do the bottom one, which will be Saris and...
No, Garter left.
Oh,
Garter
sorry,
died.
fourth number. My bad.
Yeah.
Piraeus and Saris.
So,
that way it'll give fourth number an ability to have a minute to rest up and plan it. Yeah. And
yeah.
What was the comment in the game? Go back to the game.
Next match is...
Yeah, play outside.
Saris.
So we're doing Saris and Piraeus.
And Pyrus. Oh, it's Bomb ship. Hey Bomb, it doesn't matter if you let him use it or not, you're supposed to use your own ships.
Bomb ship, that's right. Well, he was the bomb. Way to share and share alike. You got to believe in your ship's design if you think what you really need is someone else piloting it to showcase its effectiveness. But, you know, when you're losing, like I said, if you know you're already losing and you think you got something that might pull it back, maybe they disqualify her. Maybe they just say, well, you know what? You lost. That's all
Well,
right.
regardless of the disqualification, Gardner lost either way,
Yep.
so it doesn't matter.
Yep. Oh, Piraeus is missile brick. I haven't seen that for a while. We'll see if he keeps it now that Ceres is modified and changing out. Nope, he's
Oh,
going with something
Basilisk.
different. Okay. Looks like you guys get a 2-minute default to pick your ships. We will go at 1:39.
Hey, we've managed to spark a great discussion in tournament chat between people who don't understand the rule of don't use other people's ships and people that do. This is great.
It's a challenging concept.
It really is. I mean, technically, if you make a major tweak and it's not your ship, it doesn't matter. Like, there's a difference between a ship you make as a collaboration between two people and a ship that someone else makes and you change.
Yeah, we're getting into copyright and patent trademark disputes
Well, no,
here.
because
Yeah.
there are a ton of ships in which people help out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not sure if it was Pluvian or there was another wall that I helped build, but like it's his ship. I just helped him out a bit.
Right. Right.
Like, there's a lot of differences when it comes to how ship ownership works.
Whoever has permission to use the ship and such. And then if you use a ship that utilizes the same concepts, then you have a derivative work which has to be different enough from the original that nobody's upset, even if you can notice that you were the inspiration largely for it. Oh, that's a different looking missile barge from what I thought I've already seen. Oh, Piraeus, are you giving in the forfeit already?
So I'm not trying to throw shade or anything, but I'm pretty sure that this ship type was one of Sput's ship type. This guided missile barge ship type, and I'm not sure if it's based on that
Mm-hmm.
or if it just looks like that. But that is technically the first thing.
Right. There was original. Someone came up with it first, and everybody else starts designing afterwards to see what they can modifications or enhancements they can do. So the missiles are coming from the front end. My flag's well, looks like Ceres got a little too close.
I
way
think
that
it's
the
actually
thrusters are
close
going.
enough to where the missiles don't matter.
But I don't see
There's not. It doesn't seem like the crew is like competent.
Always the
they're not
problem.
refueling the missile launchers.
Space warfare. Only hire crew members that can think.
Now,
Looks like
oh
Ceres
God.
has a slight increase on the points, so not bad for a first exchange. Those shields are taking quite a bit of punishment from the missiles.
I mean, Ceres' ship has a lot of flak.
There is damage coming to both sides. It does look like Ceres doesn't want to fully commit and ram, but he needs to allow his shields to recharge. That, and he's taking out significant chunks every time he comes in for the next salvo. And the score indicates that Ceres' strategy is the more dominant, effective one. You guys play so nice together. I hope you win. Good luck. It might
If
just be a
Pyrus
strategy.
brings out a rail ship, he should have a chance. Maybe an ion ship would do well against this setup.
Doing psych warfare, yeah.
I don't know what specific kind of ship would do well against Pluvian. If you just go against ship types, a wall usually will lose to rails, just by that. But if you have the right ion core setup, you could also beat the walls.
So I guess Ceres's back and forth is designed to distribute as much damage as possible in different locations. He doesn't want his thrusters to get bombarded from behind from these missiles, but it does make him more vulnerable to damage long term.
The problem with those thrust modules is that they already oversaturate the reactor,
Mm-hmm.
and these were built before pickup time was implemented, so they are really oversaturated the reactor.
Yeah. So Ceres will win until suddenly he's not. So I don't think
No, he'll
Piraeus
be
should
fine.
take any kind
All
of.
he has to do is control how often he moves.
Mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot of destructive capability. Oh, now it broke in half, so that'll provide Ceres a
Well,
little
let's see
bit
what Pyrrhus
easier.
brings out.
Yeah, Ceres is still taking some lateral hits from missiles. And if they get to
How
us,
many matches do we have left in this tourney? We have 2 matches left, right?
I
We
do
have
believe
this.
that's correct. That's the other semifinals and then the finals.
Yeah. So this is a relatively quick tourney.
We're coming up on 2 hours right now. I think we'll definitely conclude
Yeah,
2.
relatively quick. Usually they last 4 or more.
Well, no, let's see. We're almost up to 3 now, so we've got 20 minutes till 3.
Yeah, this is still quick though, because most of the tournaments have lasted 4 hours or more, because people just end up dancing the whole time. Looking at the points aren't actually that high yet.
No.
Ceres is just about to make it to 1,000.
We are in the late heavy bombardment right now.
Spawned. Let's see what. Oh, he has this.
Oh,
He has
okay.
this ship. This ship might do better.
Brought in a rail fan
Yeah, he brought in a hybrid.
with some cannons. Looks like Ceres is going to use the battered up, broken down version instead of bringing in a new one.
Yeah, but the Pluvium is a good survival ship. So it has nice survivability. It has nice defense.
His rails just hit on shield, so as long as he maintains his mobility and doesn't get shot right through the center. Oh, he's already taken some
Oh, it's
pretty
disintegrating.
stout damage. But yep, Pluvian did deliver some punishment, even though it's also getting smashed up pretty good.
Yeah, it's taking the damage, but it's also dishing it out. It'd probably be smart if Pyrrhus tried to get the ship split in half.
If he's got that opportunity, Saracen now trying to target those rails. Oh, but yeah, it's taking in the damage.
I mean, I don't think he needs to split it. Pyrrhus has very few attack modules left.
Yep. Looks like he's thinking what you're saying, so he's gonna go in and complicate things, and
Oh, he's getting pushed out of the ring now.
probably he's gonna.
Pyrrhus should probably focus on staying in the ring and minimize any damage.
Which would be why Sarah shoved him out, and then he's got all that metal garbage in the way, so Piraeus can't actually mobilize too easily. Well, picking up his new team. Oh, and he brought in the old classic.
Oh, is he gonna bring it in?
I think so. He just spawned it, so.
It's come back. Jody's back from the grave. Even. It's 1270 against 1140. That's actually
125
really
points
good.
ahead. Yeah, it's pretty evenly matched. Delivering a lot of punishment on the first salvo. But those rails are still, they took out a big bite on the Jody's left side. No, one rail
It
down.
looks like Jody's just gonna eat right through those rails.
And both rails are destroyed.
Only one control left on that ship.
Oh, and there he nailed it. Or he nailed. Let's see. Was that the control module?
No,
he
it's
was
still
getting
there.
to it.
It's almost
Yeah.
down. It's about to go down once that reactor goes
There
down.
it
There we
goes.
go. Now it's gone. So Pyrrhus has 2 minutes to kill Jody. It's
And
doable.
then take the lead.
Yeah, killing Jody and lead. And it's completely doable. Do it. He needs a ship that can get out of the ring and to kill Jody. Oh, and that might. Also, the sheer amount of control rooms. Ship. Does Jody have flak? Jody does not have flak. Death sentence to a non-flak ship.
You're going to definitely have to deliver punishment as quickly as possible. Otherwise, there's not going to be a whole lot of...
Yeah, the sundial was a bit too powerful. It's a good thing it got patched. Pyrrhus, come on, get back in the circle.
Yeah, Sarah's definitely has a point. So unless Pyrrhus is delivering punishment actively, you are not going to get enough points or enough recovery to make this
There's
battle.
a minute left. The point gap is over 1,000. In order to win, Pyrrhus has to completely destroy Jody.
Well, it seems to be working so far with those missiles. It's a question of whether or not it'll happen enough quickly.
He has to get to the control rooms that are basically at the back of Jody.
Well, and Saris has detected the strategy. He is getting out of range of those missiles.
At this point, he should focus on killing Jody rather than staying in the ring.
Yeah.
Because staying in the ring won't get him the points he needs.
And he has managed that decision as well. So it's pretty good strategy, implementation, just the ship quality or the ship performance, timing, everything. I think you
I think that's game.
labeled yourself loser ahead of the tournament, Piraeus, but the quality of your ships, if you'd I guess worked a little bit different strategy, you might have ended up completely decimating him. Ten seconds.
Well, congrats to Saris, I guess. Unless he pulls a Gustav right at the last moment.
£740 points ahead for Saris. Okay, on to the finals. Almost. Let's see. So we got fourth number and Luke Cat coming up.
was being rude. That's great. Iris, I know how that feels. Losing to Saris. That always happens to me too.
Don't feel bad. Everybody gets frustrated. Even Saris does occasionally.
Nah, but it's just Saris himself. Saris has beat me every time we've met in a tournament. And so his Pyrus has had the same thing happening. There's so many people that just lose every. It's terrible.
Well, let's check the chat. See what's going on over there. Are we getting Luke Space Cat and fourth fella back in?
They're
in the game. There they are. Okay.
Oh, instead of using Alpha, he's using Delta now.
Our party's ready. Looks like a wall and then a duo by Luke Space Cat. I do love the point value discrepancy. It's not 1.5 million to build it, it's 1.4999 or equivalent. It's the little things that make it all worth it. That just looks like a wall.
All right.
I mean, it looks like two ships, but it's just a wall right now. It's got yeah, I thought there were separators.
So we have traps versus the Claymore wall.
Yeah, that brick does tend to survive. Cluster together. I think a rail would probably work pretty good, but yeah, it looks like the Delta's already delivering punishment. This might be fourth number's final movement. Definitely in terms of the damage delivered. I'd say that Luke was going after some targeted spots to blast in control modules or something, but now not sure what the strategy is in turning sideways and running back to the ring. You're probably going to get more damage from getting shot from behind. Oh, but you managed to outrun it mostly, so I'd say its strategy worked. Don't know that I'd recommend doing that in the future. I might do a tactical retreat rather than a turn around 180 and present a weak side. But what do I know? If it works, keep doing it. Someone spawned in something new. Looks like we're going with the swarm strategy.
Ship. We haven't seen these before.
4 spot by 4th number. I'm sensing a pattern.
What would it be?
The number 3.
I was thinking it was the dash.
That might be, yeah. Do they have 4 engines?
These only have a single cannon.
Oh, they've got 5 engines. Oh, thematically, that's terrible. That's terrible. You had a theme and then you abandoned it. It would appear that navigation of your swarm is ending up causing something of a liability.
I mean, Luke has just enough PD to deal with the things that are behind him.
Yeah, I would focus on the. Oh, and he
Oh,
separated.
he split. Oh, so it seems he's taking the trapper out and he's just gonna deal with them on both.
I think I would have seen what I guess fourth number's maneuvering capabilities would be for a swarm before I determined that I needed to separate my ships. But that's the difference between commentating and actually being engaged in it.
Well,
Knowing
in
where
the
I'm
best
standing.
case scenario, splitting against the swarm is favorable, since you prevent your entire ship from being attacked at the same time. You send one to
Indeed,
fight the outskirts and one to fight the center.
provided that the individual who's commanding the swarm can do so effectively. That other one that
Oh,
had
yeah.
the 28 ships, it just seemed like too much. You only got one keyboard, and trying to control 28 ships at the same time, that would
Well, at the
rival.
same time, that other ship couldn't split. If it could, it would have been able to deal with the swarm much faster.
Yeah. We'll see. I never was much one for being able to know my keyboard clicks and key strikes per second like they measure on the StarCraft
Hey,
tournaments and
I
such.
top out at about 4 ships. Once we get past that number, I can't control them
Mhm.
effectively.
Right.
So,
And I think that was one of the things I noticed on Ceres, that he doesn't do much in terms of swarms just because it is so work intensive managing all of them as the battle keeps changing and evolving.
and depending on the weapon you choose, it also gets worse. Because ion swarms and cannon swarms and laser bolt swarms are easy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start getting stuff like missile swarms and rail swarms, you have to specifically target things.
And how big is a swarm, Ceres? I had two
He had
groups of
like 8 of
two
them, I think.
is not that big
No,
a
I
deal.
think he had like 8 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you had 8. Yeah, he beat me in a tournament with those. I hated them. That was back when short rails were the most powerful thing.
Oh, so he did make a nuke swarm. Okay.
Yeah, everyone has at least one nuke swarm. They just don't work.
Did the nukes just not deliver to the target ship? Are they too easily shot
Well, no,
down? Is it
nukes are
aimless?
expensive. On top of being expensive, they blow up really easily.
Mm-hmm.
They don't travel fast at all, so it's just easier to either make suicide bombers or to just not use nukes.
Okay.
Because usually for nuke tactics, you use bombers that go really fast, and you already see the issue going really fast. Oh, the Claymore's back.
So we go for round 2. I don't know. When your score is negative, you might need to switch up your game strategy a little bit. I don't think I'd go back to the original ship that didn't deliver, but maybe
I
fourth
wonder.
try is the charm. Maybe that's what his
So
strategy
after
is.
this match, it's the winner of this against Sarah.
Yep.
I
Currently.
wonder, Sarah's gonna win another tournament where he commentates. Oh, this is gonna be great.
It is a bit of a challenge for him, but yeah. He might have to decide whether or not he wants to host and MC these things, or whether or not he wants to participate in it. But obviously, the equipment rig can handle it. And I've provided pretty good in terms of processing and graphics and broadcasting. But yeah, there might be a few people that cry foul over the fact that he's not just the host of it, but also the victor. That's a little bit like
I'm gonna participate too,
peeing
but
in your
I
own
decided
pool.
against it because I'm being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
But there is really no rule against participants being hosts as well.
That would be interesting to have someone narrating while they were battling. Now I'm going to go in and do from. Oh, that strategy didn't work. Looks like I'm dying. I don't know. I can't keep going on. I'm going to stop talking and concentrate. Oh. Okay.
Well, anyways, I think the most like relatively outlandish thing we've done before with tournaments is that I usually just join the host chat whenever I lose, if I participate. That's about it.
Well,
There's not really much rules when it comes to participating in hosting. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's not like I'm saying it. Just being lazy.
Yeah. Well, and Saris's first comment that he only hosts these in order to have access to the tournaments. Sounds like he's a little sad
Am I ready?
and negative about the fact that he just can't get into them anymore. I guess maybe the fan base is tired of him winning everything, and they just don't
Seriously,
tell
why
him
do
what's
we have
going
we don't
on.
have tournaments anymore?
So he has to do his own tournaments to participate. Let me in, guys.
It's because Ceres keeps winning them.
Now, it's been my contention that the old blood is phasing out of this game because they kind of start getting bored with the same old winners and the same old tournaments where the superior ship design or piloting skill, which has been Ceres in a lot of different opportunities, you gotta make them interesting so that people are looking for different ideas, which is where I think an Olympic Games tournament kind of game style could have significant benefit because you don't have to have the best, most crushing, debilitating railgun or Jody or anything else. It's just build the fastest ship and I'll create the maze and good luck flying through it. And we watched a little bit of that, although the lag was pretty bad. So just do racing heats or I'd like to see a kind of a death race where set
good
out
luck, guys,
mines
with your January tournament.
yeah.
Because that's you. That's all you guys.
Hmm.
I'm actually gonna participate. Being lazy.
There you go. Being lazy is always a viable option, especially in January.
Like I don't know. I haven't played Cosmoteer. Like I haven't actually played it at all since maybe October. I've been doing some stuff for the design tournament and on my other design tournament too. So I had to open the game to be able to load ships in. But other than that, I haven't actually played any matches.
Hmm. Well, and with the different updates and mods that Walt puts out too, it changes your strategy for victory since the settings were tweaked a little bit and it changes up.
I mean, a bit, yeah. But I'm a rail junkie, so I always use
Oh.
rail. So it doesn't really matter until I change stuff regarding rails. Oh, no one's discouraging Sarah. Make it
Your mic cut out there. You'll have to
win them.
repeat
He
that.
doesn't host tournaments that he loses.
Oh, okay, yeah. I only run games when I know the outcome.
Exactly.
So I suppose that the best hallmark would be to get one of those legacy players that could beat Saris easily and see what Saris' response would be after he announces a tournament and then, well, anyone can play except this guy. No, you missed the deadline cutoff for announcement. Yeah,
we
invite
just
OAM or
we
one
DM everyone except for Sarah's Torty.
Well, that's what he was saying, was that nobody invites him, so he makes his own
Don't
tournaments.
invite Owen One Eye. We were just complaining about you. Them to win either. We need New Blood to win. We need more Gibbies.
Well, credit to Fourth Number for switching up his strategy, bringing in different ships, see if they have any kind of better effect. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Luke's trap ship duo seems to be too effective against everything that you brought out so far. Well, Luke might get enough points where it just actually ends the game.
After the finals, does anyone want to play a match? I am up for that.
Plug in your own deal, huh?
Yep.
Maybe I'll put on some old NES magic and stream some of that. Show these young kids what old video games were like back in the day. Back when you actually still had to go to the store to buy the game and then drive home and they had instruction booklets and had the lore in it. You got to read about it and get really
Back when you had to go to
excited before you put the
Blockbuster for
cartridge
that
in and
game,
found
like
out
on
that the
Red
game was a
Box.
hot mess.
Dude, nah, back when Blockbuster was a thing, you rented a game for like a week. Then you forget to bring it back on time, so you have to pay more.
Never did that. By the time Blockbuster come around, I had enough access to disposable income that and the internet as well. You could do your research on a video game. No, I'm talking about before internet even existed. You had no idea whether or not a video game was going to be good, and you spend $20. You're like, yeah, that's got pretty good box art, and I don't know, let's try it out. And it was bad.
So, who won that one?
That was Luke. Luke won that last battle. Fourth is, I don't want to say fourth place, but almost prophetically, you might be. You'd have to do
All
another
right, so
tournament, but Saris against Luke Space Cat. I hope you got something waiting in the wings, Luke, because if those ships is the top of what you got, then Saris is just going to walk all over you. So,
wow, man, those are some big words. Them's fighting words.
well, after you've been saying that Saris has been, dominating to everybody, then anyone
Well,
can.
I'm a commentator. I'm neutral. You live with Ceres.
Oh well, and last time I told anybody there's special bonus. I'd throw a game in if you were actually able to beat Saris. I didn't want him to win. Guy hogs my computer all the time, building ships. It's like, go socialize, go be out with friends. No, I gotta do this.
He wants you to socialize.
Yeah, I
He's
guess
trying to
so.
send you a message.
You be awesome while you're talking about things, and then go away and let me use your computer. He's got a Chromebook. I don't know why he doesn't use that. $200
Really?
laptop. You could
Really?
play Cosmoteer on that.
Oh my god, no you can't. It's just gonna die halfway through. It's a Chromebook.
Yeah, no. When I put effort into assembling this computer, I was aware of just the limitations that a lot of people have. It's hard to find spare money to put together a computer, and this is actually a few years old, so it's slowly working its way to irrelevance. But
I need to make a computer at some point. I need to have a build. I'm
have
still
a-
running off of a laptop.
you'll have about a 30% improvement on quality for price. So you put in a $2,000 machine that you buy out of the box and put in a new graphics card. That'll work, but if you buy the components and assemble it yourself, you're able to bypass a lot of the bloatware and a lot of the basic running components of, say, Windows and your RAM, your BIOS,
Well, yeah, the
etc.
good thing about building one is I do have a bunch of friends and family members who have built their own PCs, so
Yeah,
I can just
so
rely on them.
you definitely have people's resources and know-how that you could tap into. But yeah, the machine I built cost approximately 1,400 3-4 years ago when I made it, and it was anytime you build your own, I would say you have at least a 50, if not 60% improvement in your performance just off the bat from an equivalent value machine that's out of the box. So a $1,400 machine you buy straight out of a box and you just plug it in and go. It'll have about 66% effectiveness from something you build yourself if you're doing it right.
Well, yeah, because when you build it yourself, you bypass a lot of extra cost, and you
Mhm.
can find a lot more deals.
Yeah.
Also, Saris, while I'm not recommending you do this, I'm just saying it'd be pretty funny to watch Luke face off against the rail ship.
Okay. So Saris needs to bring in the rail ship just to see what Luke does against it.
Well, no, because Luke always complains about rail ships, and I
Oh,
find it
okay.
particularly funny.
Luke doesn't like doing rail ships.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong.
So this is a heck of a strategy. Both of them brought in trap ships, and then maybe Saris is kind of
Well,
boasting or gloating. He's like, "Oh, this is how a trap ship works."
No, Saris's ships are traps. Luke's are flankers.
Oh, okay. Flankers versus traps.
Because Saris has more forward thrust than
Oh, I
anything
just can't
else. He
keep
has
up
more...
with all this terminology. I'm just barely getting my brain around rail ships and ion weapons.
Well, yeah, but
these
traps
aren't rails.
traps
These are
and
traps. These are
flankers and
flankers.
avoiders. They're all hard to differentiate.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, a trap will have more forward thrust than anything. A flanker will have a mix, but with a majority of side thrust.
Well, how do
And
they
an
do against
avoider will
boinkers? That's what I need to know. And what
an
about the
avoider just
quad?
has a thrust in every direction.
Let's see how many random words I can pull out to make up. Well, this is a new random quad sidestepper inverter mobile terrain.
Half of the things you said were ship types at one point. Continuing, Luke has brought out his rail ship.
Oh, okay. Luke's coming in with the rail. Oh, is Saris gonna just? Oh, he's pondering. Oh, looks like he's gonna use his flanker slash trap slash beatdown. Don't make it weird, man. We're all just having a nice time, and then you got to go doing things to make it weird. Oh, complex. Yeah, now he's trying to mask it.
Wow. Wow, pirates. Wait, are you guys looking at Discord chat or are you guys focusing
I am
exclusively
only
on Cosmo?
accessible to seeing what's being broadcast currently. So, Sarah,
Well, you're
sometimes I
gonna
need to switch over.
enjoy Discord chat once you pop up to it. They're really throwing shade on.
I fear no shade. Man, I was talking
They're
about
specifically aiming for you.
legacy video games. I'm talking about unboxing, the lack of internet, and hardcore challenging stuff. I'll throw down. I'll broadcast my own worst efforts on a old video game title that they'd never even heard of, and then I'll let them do it too. Unfortunately, you can't do that with broadcast. Have people tap in and play that way.
Oh, there goes all of Luke's thrust. That's a shame.
It's going to make aiming more than a little bit challenging. Halo 2 Legendary. Yeah, just barely did that the other day. There's lots of swearing with doing the adventure mode, but
Doing any Halo game on Legendary?
yeah. Well, I back 20 years ago when they first come out, I tended to do pretty good, and this is before they actually even had official Halo servers. Everyone that was playing Halo online had to do it through the GameSpy servers that were unofficial that were being hosted. It took a lot of legwork, and
Oh, this is an interesting ship by Luke. The station ship. This looks a lot like the other one.
tungsten.
Yeah, the ship is called Tungsten.
What's its weapon capabilities? What is it? Does it have to aim at
Missiles.
them? Oh, just missiles. Oh, okay. I see it.
It's a lot of missiles. It sacrifices everything.
That's a DPS glass cannon.
Basically. I don't think ramming would be a good idea.
Yeah, you want to maintain your distance. Those things are going to go out and about.
Well, this has just enough armor to actually have some survivability at this range. But I wouldn't recommend doing this.
I think Luke was going for entertainment value after he'd more or less acknowledged or accepted his loss.
I mean, he's not doing that bad. He's done
Factor
more
10
damage
to
to
1.
Ceres.
3,000 to 300. Yeah. Yeah, should have maintained your distance.
GG, guys.
Okay, I guess we better go to Discord chat and see what kind of trash talking people are putting on. So I'd say that Saris won again. It's true. He is. Saris is a bully. He's a boomer. Oh, I'm old, but I'm not a boomer. Thankfully. Ancient Cosmoteer terminology. Oh, thank you, Vilda. Praise will get you lots of places. So I guess the tournament's over for everybody that's watching and listening and wondering, can I be done finally with this? It kind of got boring in the last hour. Saris is just doing it. So yes, this is officially over.
Hey, Saris, put me in the players. I want to play.
Oh, okay. Ninja says he wants to play, so take him off obs. I am not a boomer, but I did grow up with the oldest of old video games that existed before, well, any of the rest of you people did. We're talking like Asteroids and Pong and everything else. I
Do
grew up
both
in the
use
days of the
ground
Atari
ships?
2600.